Goeieaand of goeiemiddag almal. Ek is bly julle is hier by die stream. Ek hoop dit gaan goed met julle.
Yeah, it's good.
How is everybody doing tonight? Okay, well.
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good.
Are we live?
Yes, we are
Yeah.
live. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, we're lively.
So
I'm doing well.
that's good. And you, PJ?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had a lazy day.
That's good. I just wanted to ask you, have you managed to wash the Oompa Loompa orange off yet?
Do you like that? Donald, what was it you called me, Michael? The old Trump shank.
Trump shank.
Proper. Just look like that. I was just playing about with the filters, and this orange one came up, and I was like, "Yeah, that looks like Donald Trump."
Well, I did bring your eyes out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the sound's doing okay. Yeah. So anybody in chat, good to see you. I'm just gonna quickly say hello to everybody, and then we can get started. Before we do, I got the link up on the top. If you guys are interested to come and ask a question, please do hit that link, because questions will only be answered if you click the link and come inside or send a super chat. That is the rules, guys. So please do make sure you click the link and come and ask it personally, or you can send a super chat. Okay.
Look, I was just going to say, according to Paul, like, they ain't got no questions to ask, so there shouldn't be no ballers asking any questions.
And that's the funny thing I want to ask, actually. Why did they all vote for the Q&A tonight, then?
Exactly.
And then come in chat and start asking questions. It's like, are they retarded or something?
Is that a trick question?
I think that's why what's his name, Only the Lonely, was asking me questions, because it's Q&A night.
Yeah. I mean, 58 votes. Have you got questions? Only 22% say yes. No, 78%. So that's quite interesting. Hey, Paul, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming.
All right, Paulie.
Okay, so I'm going to say hi, PJ. Hi, Michael. Glenn Selsh, good to see you. Peanut, hello, hello. Jimmy, thank you for coming. Larry Niven, hello. Rachie50 is welcome. Thank you for coming. And I did mod Rachie, by the way. I think she deserves it. She took Sergio's spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Why not?
Definitely deserves it. Moxie, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Who else did I see in chat? Oh yeah, Only the Lonely, thank you for coming. Alan Norstrand, Richard G, Carl Apple, Duper Poons, Charlie Welsh, and the Daniel. It's good to see you all here tonight. Thank you very, very much for coming. So yeah, tonight is Q&A.
The chat's frozen out on tablet. Can't believe it.
Oh no. So yeah, guys, tonight is Q&A. So please do come in and ask a question. I got the link linked up at the top for you guys. Do click on it if you want to ask a question to get answered. Only questions that are given personally through the link to come in or a super chat will be answered. Otherwise, you will just have to feel like you're being ignored. The reason for this is because we have to have some kind of stability when it comes to trolls on this channel. So sorry about that, guys. If it wasn't for the trolls, I would have been happy to answer everybody just like that. But say thank you, trolls, for trolling the channel. So now we have to be extra cautious and let them come in and say it personally and prove they're not actually a troll or pay a super chat. Yeah, fair is fair. Hey, Jeff Gassett. Hey, INFE. And hey, Andrew Johnson. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. And already Duperpoons doesn't understand what I just said.
That's difficult for Duper. He's got to come in with. He's got to be the first one in chat to not understand something.
Yeah. Only the lonely. Thank you, trolls. So yeah, you guys know the rules. If you want to come in, just click on that link. Very simple. Can prove you're not a troll. Click on the link, come in, and ask a question you want answered. I think any of us here are happy to answer. Michael, PJ, you guys also be happy to answer, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I can.
If ons kan, yeah. I have to say I'm very proud of you guys learning Afrikaans this last It's not as easy as it seems though, hey?
It's not easy, no.
Maar ek is baie trots op julle.
It's them like them noises that you have to do.
You can ask questions in chat. This is the thing you're asking. Click on that link. Come and talk to us. Ask me personally or PJ or Michael any question you want, and we'll be happy to answer if it's not crossing the borderlines of private, I would say.
Can I ask you
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
And this is to all accounts that appear in chat. If flat Earth's stupid and it's not real and Earth's truly a globe, why do you have to make fake accounts and to come and troll?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Oxford Spirit, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. Yeah, they are scaredy cats. It's very simple. I mean, even today I was asking, that jack of all trades troll guy that's been trolling me all the time.
Yeah.
He was commenting saying, "Oh, he unsubbed from me when he found out he was muted, when it's blocked." I said, "Well, it's strange since you're busy commenting right now. How do you comment if you're banned, guys?"
You can't.
Yeah. So then I asked him, "Okay, how many accounts do you have?" Let's just put it this way. After 10 times asking, has never once referred back to me how much accounts. What does that tell you?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I will not get the jab. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. A troll should be defined as, how can I put it? You guys coming with your bigot attitude with sock accounts, literally coming to cause distraction and deceive people, as I can put it. You're just acting stupid.
I know. Gas can absolutely exist without a container. It's called wind. So it's called wind, and it's already in a container. That's why wind exists. Because it's already contained.
Well, when you fart, what do you think happens?
I decompress.
So guys, do you have questions? Click on the link. Come into Element and ask a question. It should be easy. Come on. It's not difficult. Click the link. It's amazing how... That's one thing I have to say from Globe Defenders. They are all cowards.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Blue Bull. Yeah, hey, Blue Bull. Good to see you, mate. Moomin Rider, thank you for coming. Glad you can make it. And Sean Hawkins. Sean Hawkins, you can always come in and give a question if you want. More than happy to answer it. Hey, Titan Long, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it.
Nice one, Ray. Straight in there with the new wrench. Nice one.
I want to say Rachel's first view for action moderator is getting rid of the tuna IQ sandwich.
Right.
That's true, Daniel. Without the trolls, you would have nothing to do. That's very, very true. But the problem is they're always moaning and saying, you don't answer my questions. But yet they voted for QnA evening, and now they're voting on the polls. They got no questions to ask, and moaning that I don't want to answer them. Anybody see the contradiction there? Yeah. Always wanted to time out Sean Hawkins. Yeah, he did deserve it, definitely. Hey, Yannick Dazinga, good to see you. The famous McTuna. Yep. Oh yeah. By the way, I got a debate set for Friday night. Against a Kavanaugh, or whoever his name is. I don't know his name. He challenged me to a debate on did the moon landings happen? Yeah. So that should be interesting. Better Than Gold is not welcome on this channel anymore, guys. He is definitely not welcome by my book anymore. I am praying for him. I'm hoping he does get over his jealousy and destruction, because he just seems to call everybody a shill. Heck, he calls me a shill for wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
That's how insane it gets. But I think it's got to do with the spiritual battle he's going through. So I'm not going to take it personally or anything, but he is not welcome here if he's not going to apologize. That's just a personal thing I'm going to say, but I am praying for him and I'm hoping he does find the right way. Because it's not just me he's been attacking and calling a shill. He's been calling everybody I call a friend a shill. So, sorry about that. He's just should either grow big boy pants and get going with it, and that's it. We'll just move on with our lives.
Yeah, definitely.
What can I say? Let's see who else is here. Teaspoons of Doom. Awesome name, by the way. Thank you for coming. Good to see you. Who else did I see?
Now, can I just say as well about Sergio? Yes, he's still my friend in that, but there's things that I won't agree with him on, and I don't agree with him on this, so I'm with Flats on it. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Same here. Like, we're getting brought into like not a nice situation.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't blame you guys. Like I said, don't you guys can be friends with him all you want, but me on a personal level, after how he's been treating me, I don't see the reason to be a friend with him.
Yeah. And he knows where I stand as well. So.
And I'm not going to say you guys can't be friends with him. I mean, it's got nothing to do with me. Everybody has their own opinions. Face Reality, thank you for coming. Rune Thorson, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Okay. Yeah, so no questions yet. It's going to be quite a quick Q&A evening, don't you think? It seems that nobody has any questions they would like answered.
No.
Maybe we can just sing. How's that sound? I see skies are gray. No, they're blue, aren't they? It's good to see you. It's good to see Face Reality back. Happy belated birthday, mate. He had his birthday recently. Glad you had an awesome day. So, Michael or PJ, do you guys have any questions for each other or me or whatever?
No.
We've got 43 people watching with no questions.
Wow. If I've got a question, I'll go and look for answer. Like, I don't need to really ask anybody.
I got a question for you, Michael.
Go on then.
Do you like the cold?
No.
There we go. You see, that was simple. I asked the question, he answered it.
But I don't like it when it's too hot either.
Yeah, I'm not guy that, and the problem is I live in a place where it's hot.
Yeah, no, yeah. If I lived where you live, I'd crucify me,
Yeah, it gets really hot, yeah. Let's see. My channel. Let me show you guys what the community stood on. I mean, look at that. Where is it? There we go. Q&A. 48%, guys, from 67 votes. So 48% said yes. Q&A. So why now we got 75% of the people that voting tonight out of 80 votes saying no, got no questions for me. And most of them are the same people that keep moaning that I'll never answer them. Sing Spaghetti-O. What's the song for Spaghetti? Hey, Nathan Oakley, good to see you, mate. Glad you could make it. Yeah, the sound is much better. Really appreciate you coming in and helping me also, mate. Nathan gave me some tips on what mic can also as well, so I 100% agree. But the reason I wanted the Shure mic as well is because I want to do some music content as well. I don't know if you guys knew about that. Because me and my wife have written actually like 25 songs together.
Really?
So, yeah.
What can you sing?
Yeah. I wasn't a band.
People think they can, right? But when you listen to them, they can't.
I wasn't a choir. I wasn't a band. Wasn't a few choirs actually. So yeah, we wrote some songs together. I'm looking forward to it. I was actually looking now for a second-hand keyboard for my wife's birthday soon. So that would be great if I can get a keyboard. because we used to have a piano, but her dad sold it because they needed money, and then I had to sell my guitar at that stage. So at the moment, yeah, we don't really have a instrument. I got my daughter's very playing keyboard, but that's not going to work though. Yeah, the sound is so much better. I'm really, really happy. I did play with the settings a bit to get it fine-tuned as good as I can. I think it sounds much more professional, as I can put it. Hey, Two Wolves, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming in. Dala, it's always great to see you too. And the Groz. Link doesn't work. It should work. It's copied directly through. Let's see if it's going to work here. You're invited. There we go. You see, you go to the link, you say create link, and then
by
you
the
should be
way,
able to get it.
sorry. Sergio's listening. Sergio, you're just being a child, man. Simple as that. You're just being a child. If you want me to leave you alone, fine. I'll leave you alone. We're not friends anymore. Simple as that.
Is he attacking you now too?
Yeah, as soon as I said what I had to say on what to you, he was straight onto WhatsApp, saying he started off by giving me saying fine, but I'd rather not have said anything. I said, look, I'm not hiding anything. You know where I stand, and I was letting everybody know because I'll be asked anyway. Do you know what I mean? So he's just told me to leave him alone. So Sergio, be a child. I'll leave you alone. It's simple. We won't be friends anymore. Just call it a day. Simple.
Yeah. Like I said, we
Yeah,
can only
done right
like I
now,
said
over.
we can only pray for the guy.
Yeah,
He's
that's what I'll do.
he's obviously also showing immaturity. So what can we say? Yeah, Hamish. What McSoren? Sound didn't cost £1,000. Definitely not. Far from it, mate. Far from it. There's a Shure SM58, and then I got an M Audio M-Track Solo processor, which conjoined together actually makes a brilliant thing. And then obviously I bought a high-end cable, which also really helps, so it doesn't give that buzz. Because I was realizing with my previous Hong Kong Chinese Zingtong mic that a cable was so cheap that you could hear the zing through it.
What Moxie? Can you see what is Sergio in there? Can you see Sergio? Can you or something?
I
Moxie
can't.
said, no,
I
because
can't see him.
he just keeps texting me saying that. Oh, I told you to leave me alone, not go public. Sergio, you're the one being a child. You're listening. I can't be bothered to keep texting you, so I'm saying it. You're the one being an idiot. Yeah, it's a dick move. I don't care, dude. I don't care if it's a dick move. You're the one that's being an idiot, bro.
Oh yeah, you're correct. You're not supposed to create a link. I'm not sure why it does that. Let's remove it again. I'm gonna try and send it again. That's right. I don't know why it does that. Okay, let's see. Copy room link. See if it's going to work now, mate.
That looks better.
No, it still wants to create a link though. Would you know why it would want to do that?
Pause your man to ask for that.
Invite. Let's see. Share this.
I've had problems sharing links. So.
Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. Maybe this way works. Copy. Yeah, Nathan, I'm going to personally apologize to you on behalf of how Sergio has been treating you, mate, because I think it was appalling.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick of it, and I don't care if you hear me, Sergio, and I don't care if you think it's a dick move. It's just you're the one being an idiot about these things. You're the one accusing everybody of being a shill. Like I said, there's nobody left, Sergio. Not one flat earther left that you can trust, is there, dude? It's just ridiculous.
You're invited. So you're invited to talk on Matrix. Oh, we go. So you must just put in. You see, you know what it does. So you must put it and then create a link, and you should be able to come in, mate. I think that's how it works. Why can you stream out of Discord? Because Element. I'm trying to move everything over to Element because Discord is very how can I put it? It's very censored as well. As I've also seen, it's much more stable on Element. If Paul, if you're listening, are you able to send the link then? Because I don't understand why it wants him to create a link. I mean, we've all used this links to come in ourselves. So I'm not sure why it would do that. Very simple stuff. Who is Sergio? Sergio is better than gold, face reality. And it's sad. He just decided to call me a shill.
What's this Matthew Pip saying?
Matthew?
Why do flat earth believers pretend that Bob measured rotation
We don't.
when they're actually? I'm saying we don't.
Yeah.
You follow people who follow Bob and Jared and Whitsitt might claim that, but we don't.
Yeah, you see, there's two distinctions when it comes to that argument. You get the one side of the argument where the people believe in the ether. So they're going to run with it and say Bob did measure rotation, but he measured rotation of the ether. And then you get us realist flat earthers, I'd say, and say gyros do not measure drift. And he never ever showed him using the ring laser gyro ever. I'm still waiting for anybody to show me video footage of him using the ring laser gyro, because that is what was advertised, him using a ring laser gyro. He did, however, later use a fiber optic gyro on a table with Nathan Thompson, and he didn't even have it set to the table. It wasn't even bolted down. And that fog gyro on its specification data page tells you it has precession. Weird. So obviously you would want it bolted down. And then another question. If you claim a gyro is rotating separate to Earth, how can it do that if it's sitting on Earth's reference? Ever thought of that? When you post the link, only first half is clickable. Do you guys know if Paul's anywhere around?
I've just commented in Element.
Thanks. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're just trying to hear for Paul if he's going to be able to sort it out with the link.
What? Oh, sorry. What's been going on with the link? So head's been busy texting.
I don't understand why you can't just click on invite and it gives you copy link option.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. But I want him to create the link when they try and go in. So I'm not sure what goes. Hey, SR man, good to see you. Blue Paul. It's sad because Whitsitt did actually start out, I would say, honest, but he became kind of under Bob's finger, if I put it nicely. So he had to just push this ether nonsense. Unfortunately, he's probably believing it as much as he wants to. But yeah, the thing with Whitsitt is he just talks a lot of word salad. And it gets embarrassing because most of the things he just says doesn't make any sense and he's got no backup for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, you won't find God on Google Duper.
Is that the same link as yours, Farzad?
What, did you send it to me on?
I posted it in Element.
No, it's got my name.
Yeah, can you not copy that as a link?
Save link as. Oh, maybe I can just copy. I want to see if I can.
Hold on, I'll just post it.
Options, share. Oh, there we go.
Is that any different?
Copied. There we go. Guys, maybe that will work now.
Duper, try DuckDuckGo. You might find God on that rather than Google.
Well, Duper, it would be great if you wanted to come in.
Yeah.
Oh, there
It'd
we
be good
go.
if you really wanted to find God.
Great, that's the right one. I don't know where you got it, Michael, but it is working.
If you go to at top where it says Farzad's debate,
yeah,
you click on invite, and then it says share this room in blue. Click on that, and then you've got to copy link in your address bar.
Yeah. Okay, but there's the real link, guys. Please do click on the link, and you can come and ask your questions. Going on with Whitsitt. Yeah, the thing is, if he's talking fast with a lot of word salad, saying big words, then he sounds intelligent. The problem is he gets into a trap because the people can see right through it. It doesn't make sense.
Just check that out, Michael. So you can invite just to that room then.
Yeah. We want to invite just to this room
Right,
specifically.
yeah. I've just seen how. I've just copied what Michael said, and I can see what he did. Cool.
The Groz. So it took you 30 minutes to get the correct link. Wow. As if that is some kind of bad thing. Hey, Sovereign Soul, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. No, he's trying to say I don't know, trying to say I'm stupid now or something because it took me 30 minutes to get the correct link.
Who cares? We'll take as long as we want. If you don't like it, piss off.
Yeah. Hey, Gary Wabenga, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. At least it took me quicker to get the link than it took him to put on his shoes this morning. Okay, so the link is fine. So awesome, guys. The link is working. At least I know next time where to get the real link. So yeah, if you guys really want to give a question, please click on the link and come and ask the question or send a super chat. What other things can we talk about while we're waiting for questions? Because I mean, it's very weird to me that they did vote for a Q&A and yet they have no Q's for the A's. Hey, Mojo Shop, thank you for coming, mate. Alan, I have a question. Why does Duper ask so many questions? Because Duper doesn't know his left from his right elbow.
When do we stop even listening to Duper and answering his question?
I don't know. He's like he's like part of the furniture now. He's just here in the back.
It's like a scruffy carpet.
Yeah, he's just in the background somewhere, just sitting there gathering dust. Nobody really, they know he's there, but they don't really take notice of him. Kind of.
It's like that ornament you got off a great aunt that you don't throw away, like, but you don't like it.
The grass says, I would still be incorrect if you told you the link wasn't working. But someone just said it was working, so I don't know why it would work for them and not for you.
Sean, you need to understand what you're talking about before you ask a question, mate. And then when we answer, you won't think it's a lie.
Yeah. Sean Hawkins, would you be brave enough to come and click the link and come and ask the question then? Come ask me a question you want to, and I am obliged to answer because it is Q&A.
If he comes in there, nice, because my mum's listening.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
No, I'll worry.
Thank you very much, Nathan, for sharing on Facebook. Really, really appreciate it, mate. Yeah, guys, do also do go subscribe to Sovereign Soul Unchained and obviously Nathan Oakley. If you guys aren't subscribed to Nathan, where have you been? Yeah. Okay, I got a question for you guys. Fish or steak?
Oh, dude!
I didn't even have to think about that steak.
Well, oh God, I'm from a fishing town. I love fish, but I love steak. I'm gonna have to say fish.
It's difficult. I mean, I think it's when what you prefer in the day. I mean, a lot of times you're just in the mood for a nice steak or a.
And also, I go fishing. I can't go steaking or beefing.
You can always throw a steak in the pond if you want to.
I could do that. They'll probably go for it around here.
I see a lot of steaks coming up.
DJ, that's starve.
I eat steak more than fish, but I love fish.
Yeah,
DJ, you'd starve if you were fishing to eat.
Hey, listen, it's not that bad. Honestly, in the summer, I do catch a lot more.
DJ dry bags every time.
I do catch lots of fish usually, don't I, Charlie? Harry. I do usually catch a lot of fish, don't I? Yeah, see, even Harry said so.
Hey, Lumpy, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so how do you guys like your steaks then?
Oh, medium.
Yeah, I like it medium.
It must still be juicy. Definitely agree, yeah.
Like a little bit pink in the middle. I don't like it blue. I mean, I can have it rare, but I prefer it just medium.
Okay, then I got one more question. What's the most exotic meat that you've eaten?
Elk.
Wow.
I've had I've had ostrich burgers,
Nice. Yeah, it's not bad.
but I won't call it exotic, like. But
Well, it depends from area to area. I mean, like,
yeah,
I mean, I've eaten quite a few different animals, so
Yeah,
I can't really
exotic.
choose. But out of my favorite exotic, I would say it's crocodile.
Crocodile. I'd like to try
Oh,
crocodile.
it's awesome.
You probably wrestle the gorillas and get steaks with their lump and all that.
I say you grill a baboon.
I don't know about that one. Hey, Grotone, good to see you, mate. No, I haven't heard anything from Christopher Enoch. Has anybody heard back from him yet?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I heard from him. He said he wanted me to come on and talk on his show this Friday or Sunday at 7 p.m., probably his time. Spoke back to him. I says, well, because I just said ready, willing, and able to his question. And he accepted 2 weeks later. I only just come across it by mistake. And so I said to him, "Yeah, I'm still quite willing to do it." I says, "I don't know what I'm doing at the weekend, but I'm quite willing." And I says, "To be honest, I'll let you know that I'm on Flatzoid's panel, just so I don't get on there and he's like, oh, this is a kind of setup thing." I says, "I'm on Flatzoid panel. I'd still love to talk to you, but would you like to talk to Flatzoid as well? He doesn't bite and he's transparent, simple as that." And he hasn't got back to me, so no good at the minute.
Yeah.
So he hasn't got back to me since. So he was willing to talk to me, but he wasn't willing to talk to you. And you were right next to me in the chat, so he didn't. It's not like he didn't see
He's
you.
still not willing to chat to me, by the way, guys.
And since I mentioned I was on your panel, he hasn't got back to me. So he maybe thinks I was at it, by.
I don't know if he's scared of me or something.
See what Derek's just saying. Just for Enoch is going to try to pull a fast one on you, PJ. He has to as a globe defender. Yeah, well, I did kind of think that.
He's also friends with McToon, isn't it? So
yeah, so
I smell a fish really like. But the Graz, you don't need to download an app. You can do it through browser.
Yeah, we actually using the browser as we speak. I prefer the browser over the app. I do have the app on my phone, as it does help. But for the streaming, I think the app's much. The browser's much more safe to use, I'd say.
Derek, no, he did get back to me. He got back to me initially saying he's got a show this weekend. Would I like to come on it? And I said, yes, I would. I'll come on it, but I'll have to admit to you that I'm on Flatzoid's panel. Let me know if you still want this on, or will you talk to Flatzoid? And basically, and since then he hasn't got back to me to let me know if it's still on. But so far no good, I don't think.
Yeah. Look, this is the short I brought out today, so you guys can see the screen, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, Christopher Enoch put this out, looking for flat earthers to talk about flat earth and the Bible. Well, I was happy to jump on, or to find that he keeps ignoring me. Alex, he responds to End Time Teacher. He responds to, as you can see, and then we get to my mate PJ Cruikshank. He
Shout
also
out, PJ.
decides he's going to comment
Nice one.
see if he's going to respond to him. Well, what do you know? He responds to him. And he says he'll be happy to. PJ lets him know why doesn't he talk to me, and well, he hasn't responded. But let's go look at what I said. I'm willing to chat. No bite. Again, still nothing. So, Mr. Enoch, this tells me, are you scared to divide me? Or is there some dishonesty here or something? Everybody who sees this, please let Christopher Enoch know. Flatzoid is asking why he's ignoring me. I mean, if he plans to be honest, he should be able to answer. So 2 weeks ago.
So that's very simple.
Yeah,
guys.
even took him 2 weeks to get in contact. Just initially say yes to me, even.
Yeah, which is very, very weird. I mean, I was the first one commenting on that comment. It was like when I commented, I think it was 2 minutes after he actually put it on, and he just didn't answer me, and I saw the other comments coming, and he answers them. So it's like, why are you not answering me, mate? What's the problem?
Yeah, because I was surprised he answered me. But like I say, as soon as I mentioned that I'm on your panel, I haven't had anything back from him.
But I got a sneaking suspicion why he's ignoring me, though. Remember how he, that last video he did with the first, the evening and the morning of the first day kind of thing?
Yeah.
I totally embarrassed him because I also went to the root words and I showed he didn't actually have any argument. Because his argument is we are still in the first day. God's creation is not really creation. And he doesn't like when I tell him you're calling God a liar. So, yeah, he's just a coward. He's a deceiver. As simple as that. And he knows if I'm going to go on and talk to him about it, I'm also going to bring up scripture, and my scripture is going to totally debunk his idiotic assertions he makes, because he doesn't use God's word. He tries to misrepresent what it says.
Yeah.
He is, yeah, I also agree. He's just a scammer, face reality. I mean, he believes God is true. Jesus is the word of God, but he doesn't accept the Bible. He doesn't accept what the word says. He says you're not allowed to take things literal. You're not allowed to take things in context. You're only allowed to take it the way he says you should take it. So how dare you eat bacon? You blasphemer.
So when like Jesus tells everybody what they can eat, you scrap that then, yeah?
Yeah, just because he says in the Old Testament, therefore it overrides what's said in the New Testament. Totally ignoring God's covenant with us.
Totally ignoring God walking earth and literally telling all Pharisees and that the laws were stupid, like
Exactly.
they were abusing them, you know.
Exactly. Hey, Stubby B, good to see you. Hey, Space Comma, thank you for coming. And Dart, also good to see you. It's very simple. MN, good to see you. Like I was saying, if you want to have a question answered, either send a super chat or you can click the link and come in at Element and talk. Hey, Thomas Matthew, thank you for coming. So, Sasquatch Rosefart's good to see you as well. Any questions you guys want answered? Click the link, come in and ask me, or you can send a super chat. No stress, Sovereign. It would actually be great to have you on sometime. Would you guys like to have Sovereign Soul on sometime? Because I think he's quite an awesome guy. Prize of Adam, hello. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. I hear a boom.
Yeah.
Oh, and if I haven't shouted out Gary Wybenga, sorry, mate. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Ah.
Why don't some other flat earthers come on, you know?
Yeah, anybody can come on. You can be a flat earther, come on as well. I mean, just for a chat, it doesn't matter. We've got 63 people watching for a Q&A where there's no questions. Can you believe that? Thomas Matthew, because of the trolls, these are the rules. Click the link, come in and ask it personally, or you can send a super chat. It's as simple as that. You can speak there as much as you want, but don't expect to answer a question and get it answered. So yeah, that's as simple as that. So we've asked questions about food. What else can we ask questions about?
Well, let's just stay at food for a minute. What's your favourite cheese?
Oh, halloumi.
Halloumi. What's your cheese? Yeah.
If it came to, there was this stuff I tried in Morrison's once, and I usually like cheddar cheese, like seriously strong cheeses.
Yeah.
But there was this stuff that had apricots in it, and it was really nice. And I tried. I think it's. Oh no, it wasn't. It was applewood. It was called applewood cheese, and I really liked it. Yeah, it's really nice, man. Really nice. So yeah, that was pretty good to me. That one.
I
don't have that favorite, but yeah, that's the last one I really remember that was nice.
Yeah, I like smoked cheese.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Look, the problem is I like a lot of different cheese.
Well, I like cheese in like I'm Mickey Mouse, you know. Cheese is probably my favorite, you know.
Yeah, so it's a bit difficult for me, but I'd say my favorite is halloumi because you just warm it up, that it's almost like melting, and then you eat it. It's like, oh. But otherwise, yeah, for everyday use, I'm more of a kind of cheddar or Gouda, it depends. Mixture. I'd mix them.
This is how much I love cheese. I put spread cheese on and then hard cheese on as well.
So it doesn't not just you there, not just me then. Yeah,
How you do it?
I was going to say, yeah, Groton. The thing with Christopher Enoch and the firmament, he believes the firmament is not physical.
That's right.
Yeah.
Brenda's joined. I can't talk to that.
Brenda's joined where?
Brenda's in element. I refuse to talk to Brenda.
Brenda knows Brenda's not actually welcome on my channel.
Right.
Because Brenda has been shown to lie all the time. So Brenda can ask one question and we'll answer, and that's it.
Too late. I've removed her.
Sorry, Brenda. But Brenda
I'm
has.
not talking. Every time she's been on, she's lied. Why deal with somebody who just comes on to lie?
But you see, that's the problem. That's what I said. Brenda isn't really welcome because Brenda has been lying to our faces over and over again. And the more I've warned Brenda to stop, the more Brenda has lied. So we got, how can I say it? We draw the line when it comes to people like Brenda. It doesn't stop. It's as simple as that.
That's it.
We've given Brenda the chance, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Is Afrikaans your first language or English?
I was brought up bilingual. My father was English and my mom Afrikaans. So,
right. So when you're thinking, right. So when you're thinking or praying in your head, do you praying or thinking Afrikaans or English?
That's the funny thing. But before I answer this, to say thank you, Godzilla37, for coming. Thank you very, very much, mate. Appreciate it. Wow, gifting memberships again. It's good to see you. Thank you really, really much. Appreciate it, mate. It's awesome to have you here. I really appreciate it. Hey, Owen. Hey, Andrew Johnson again. Martin too. Psych Bear and Two Wolves. It's good to have you guys on the memberships. So thank you very much, Godzilla. Like I was saying, it's very confusing because I think in English and Afrikaans.
Really?
Sometimes I forget an English word while I'm speaking English because I'm thinking Afrikaans, or I think English and I forget what the Afrikaans word is. It's kind of, I'm translating sometimes the same sentence with both languages.
Yeah. Got you.
So it really gets weird.
Yeah, it's because I mean I know I'm Scottish and the Scottish dialect is just another form of English, but with different words and that. And my dialect Doric is classified as a different language. But when I'm down in Coventry, I have to slow down and say English words so they understand me, sort of thing. But in my head, when I'm praying that, I kind of I still go back to how we're talking Scottish. Definitely.
But yeah, I just have to say, Oxford Spirits, Glenn, give Brenda the boot. Therefore, science. Yeah, guys, if you don't know what that means, science. Brenda always said shoe is a phenomena. So the thing that the arguments Brenda's come up with is insane. Yeah, Dallas says he thinks mostly in Afrikaans. Hey, clearly, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. I used to speak some Spanish because I had a Spanish exchange student friend that came over from Spain. And all I can really remember still is me gusta la fiesta, or hola amigo, or hola amiga. It's about it. And then when I was young,
we used to do French like when I was at school. Like that's what they taught.
Oui, that's all I know.
But
French and German when I was at school.
Obviously, my name in French is Michelle, and I ended up with a proper French teacher, and she was calling me Michelle. Like, so I didn't like it.
Michelle, you want a baguette? But yeah, thanks again for the memberships, Godzilla. Really, really appreciate it, mate. Michael, you can come and give questions by clicking the link on top and come in Element and ask a question, or you can send a super chat, mate. That is the rules. Thank you very much. Hey, Andres, thank you for coming, mate. Thank you to see you. Thank you to see you. Good to see you, I mean.
Absolutely. Andres is cool.
Yeah, definitely. French and German for you. 9.
9.
Yeah, I don't know any other languages really. I mean, no bits and pieces of useless phrases in other languages here and there, like Latin and Greek and that. Like I said that thing to you when I was at yours, Michael, didn't I? The Latin thing. I cannot hear. It means I cannot hear you have a banana in my ear.
Yeah.
Dio non posso mostrar fix this and that. It means I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you have a banana in my ear. I think it translates as I cannot hear you. I have a fruit in my ear, but banana sounds funnier.
Well, okay, can we try and see if you guys can repeat what I say to get people to come in?
Okay.
Okay. Sal julle asseblief die link klik?
So say it again. Say it again.
Sal julle asseblief vir die
So
link
yeah, asseblief
vir die link
vir die link
daarbo
daarbo
druk
druk
en inkom.
en inkom.
Okay, sal jy asseblief daarbo die link druk en inkom.
Sal jy after blow the link tip kom.
You sounded like you were saying salam alaikum, alaikum salam.
Ooh, peace be upon you.
Going back to your roots, Karen. Oh wow.
Oh man, that's crazy. But yeah, guys, do click the link, come in. Yeah, if you want to if it wants you to do the app, you can go into the app. It does help to have the app though. If you don't want the app anymore, you can always take it off afterwards. The app,
it's just an app.
yeah, it's just an app. It's not going to do anything to you. I mean, you can still use the browser. I mean, I think the app is just actually there just so you can register. That's about it.
I mean,
what do you say about my mama? Excuse me. Okay. Favorite genre of music?
Mine would be anything with guitars. I mean, back in the day, I liked heavy metal and grunge, Nirvana and that. But nowadays, I like hip hop and that as well.
Dire Straits
and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
Dire Straits.
definitely like Dire Straits. Yeah.
R.E.M., Smokey.
I like 80s pop as well. 80s pop, 70s music, a lot of that as well. But in general, I was into guitars.
You usually find no matter what genre it is, if it's a good song, it's a good song. Like.
Yeah, that's it.
Sasquatch. Ja, ek kan verstaan 'n bietjie Nederlands wat jy van praat. Dit is baie naby aan die Afrikaanse vertaal. Sorry, that was for Sasquatch Rose asking me in Netherlands if I understand a bit of Netherlands.
Duper's got proof that God doesn't exist.
Is that so? Duper, would you come in and actually then come and prove to us God doesn't exist? How's that?
Yeah. He said you just go outside and he's not there, so he doesn't exist.
The grass is not installing anything to ask anything. It sounds to me like this grass just making excuses not to come in.
Right. Flatside knocked my front door, and I'm on my way to the front door, and he runs round to the back door. So I go to the front door, and he's not there. Does that mean he doesn't exist?
Yeah, I don't exist. Dala, ja, sal julle asseblief die link daarboor klik daarboor. I agree, Dala. Thank you very much. Please do click the link, guys. Hey, Paul, how's it going?
It's easier to try and say it when you can see words. Yep, Paul.
Guys, I just have to say thank you again to Paul and Tony for helping me with the sound.
Absolutely, man.
Definitely worth it. I mean, I think it's a much better investment than that shit Chinese mic or whatever it is. AC Lighting 300, good to see you.
You probably find there a mask inside it or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a cool looking mic if the sponge was off, but that was about it.
That's why I thought you got your new one when I saw that mic with sponge. I think it looked like one of them really good mics.
But even Paul said it looked like when you took the mic off, it made a bit of a difference. Let's see. Oh yeah, like when I was younger, I was kind of a rocker kind of guy. I was a lot into my Christian rock, like Pillar. So I had long hair, believe it or not. And at a stage, I had long black hair. So yeah, Owen, I was looking like yours was stage, mate, with the long goatee as well.
You're gonna you're gonna have to pull a photo of you with long hair out first.
I'll try to find one sometime.
I had long, obviously blonde hair. I've had curtains back in the 90s that lasted right until the early 2000s.
I remember
Now
when
I just wear it short.
I remember when I always went to my wife's matric thing. I was wearing pink with long black hair, and I had pink streaks in my hair as well.
Yeah, I had a pink fringe. What it was, I tried to dye my fringe red, and it was a little bit too late. It came out pink. So then, because it came out a little bit pink, I tried to bleach it back to my normal color blonde, and it came out even pinker.
Sorry, Paul. This gross guy says you need to install the app to come on. I don't remember if you need to install the app just to come on though. I don't know what's the problem with installing the app, by the way.
Yes, the only way you can join is you have to have an account, strangely enough.
Yeah, so you have to just get the app so you can just verify yourself. In other words.
I mean, you can use a browser unless you've got an iPhone, and then you do have to use the app.
Yeah, my iPhone I have to use the browser though. I mean the app. But on the computer the browser works awesome. Yeah, Creed was an awesome band as well. There was some contention with POD though. If they were Christian or not, but they did have some Christian songs, so I considered them Christian in a way. But yeah, even today, I'm still more for 70s and 80s rock.
Yeah, definitely.
And I do like my EDM and some chill band, kind of thing. But that's, I'm more still for the 80s and 70s rock.
There's something about the 80s and others always, even with movies, the cheesy as hell. But there's something about 80s movies that are brilliant. Even like things with even martial arts, like the Hong Kong style things and that, they're all cheesy, but there's something about it. It's really magic.
Okay, then your favorite color?
Oh, purple.
I'd like to say black or dark blue, but I quite like all colours.
Yeah, I'm a lime green kind of guy.
Sorry, I can't give you a definite answer on that, like, but
yeah, purple. Purple's my favorite color, but what suits me is blue.
Blue.
Hey, Andres, how you doing, man?
My wife is busy spoiling me again with some banana bread.
Pooper's too scared.
I'm just trying to figure out who Pooper is, though. I'm going to say Pooper from now on because that should be his name.
Yeah.
For all you know, it's McToon or something.
It might be a virus.
Pooper, Scooper.
Oh, virus is you, Pooper.
Guys, don't have to. Cleary's awesome, mate. I like Cleary. Good to have you here. Don't see the reason for fighting with Cleary, though.
Who's fighting with Cleary?
Just because he liked Bob. Everybody has their own opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what other questions can we ask? It seems that we have to come up with all the questions. Why are we speed dating, Andrew? Because you guys are too scared to come in and give questions. It's a Q&A evening which you guys voted for. And yet we're not getting any questions. No, Lumpy's definitely not a troll, Clary.
I'd personally rather speed date with these two than talk to a Baltard. That is that.
Where are you pissed off?
Rachel says she likes blue and yellow. That's actually weird because most of the females I know is usually pink or purple.
Yeah,
Or light
Vicky
blue.
was pink. Yeah, Vicky was always pink. Everything was pink. Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, down to like coasters, like tea coasters and that, and like placemats and stuff. Everything. The forks and.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree. Cleary and Lumpy, you guys, if you don't like each other, you don't have to converse with each other. Just simple as that. Hmm. Well, if you want, we can go look at some stupid stuff that I saw. I don't know
Why
if you
not?
saw yesterday. The Japanese, I think it was a Japanese, yeah. Had a space mission to the moon.
I were gonna look at it, like, but I didn't bother. I did see it, like, yeah. It looked, I don't know, just a thumbnail. It looked cheesy.
It was. I want to show you something because it failed apparently 33 meters above the Earth's surface. Weird. But I want to show you the photos that they apparently took. I'm going to share screen for you guys in Element. Shot theory. Okay. Yeah, I never agreed with Bob. But it doesn't mean that I would be against anybody who did agree with him. Everybody has their own opinions. Look how these guys are looking at the screen, guys. Like, oh, this looks so awesome. It's like, oh.
That?
Yeah, look
Oh
at that.
my goodness, that was terrible, isn't it?
I mean, you're telling me they can't have live feed from that?
That's crazy stuff.
Okay. Where they're gonna say they're taking real photos. This is supposed to be a real photo, guys.
That's crazy, dude. It looks like a black and white film with a color earth background. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It looks like a bubble.
Yeah. But I mean, look at this, okay? Now, they moving away. But now he's talking about look at the shadow on the Earth. Now, I got a question about this. If you got the moon shadow on the Earth, is that not supposed to mean it's an eclipse?
Well, yeah.
Because when's the only time we supposedly see the moon shadow on the Earth?
When the sun is, hold on.
When the sun's directly behind the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm seeing.
You know, is it 70-mile wide moon shadow or something like that?
Yeah, so I got a question for the ballers here. Are we supposed to then see a shadow every single day on Earth from the moon? That means you would stand on Earth and you'd be able to see this huge shadow constantly from the moon when it's in front. I mean, were they on the way when it was eclipsing? No, they weren't.
Yeah.
So does that now invalidate their so-called actual footage? Yes, that does, because it shows that they weren't thinking when they said, "Oh, look, let's show the moon shadow on the Earth," where the moon shadow can only exist, according to them, when it's eclipse. Yeah, it's only supposed to show because it's between the sun. And yeah, exactly, Raichi. Only when the sun and moon are aligned. And this wasn't during an eclipse, yet they have a shadow of the moon on the Earth. This was taken, yesterday or something, apparently.
Zoom in on it. It doesn't even look like a shadow.
I know.
I don't know what it's supposed to.
It looks like an added in effect. I want to look for actual real high resolutions of this, but it's sad. I mean, look at this. This is them showing moving over the Earth. That looks like a model that they just got a little pinhole camera going across it. I mean, this can be studioed in so easy. They used to do it this way in the 70s, where they build models and they have the camera panning over it. And that's why you get this. Hey, Sandy's Banana, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. Ah, you see, only the lonely, yeah. The sun, moon, and earth aren't always aligned. That's the whole point. This was a day ago. Can anybody tell me were the sun, moon, and earth supposed to be aligned on your model? Quick answer. Nope. So why are they showing a moon shadow? This is so fake, it's not even funny.
It looks like one of them pumice stones that you get for getting it.
I was just going to say
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Pumice stone.
If it zoomed in on it, you know what I mean?
Okay, he says you should be easy to look up if there was an eclipse visible from Earth. Yesterday, okay. It would be a solar eclipse, correct? Or no? A lunar.
Yeah, there were one. Yeah, there were one.
Yesterday.
Actually, I think.
Yesterday.
I don't know if it was yesterday, but there's been one this week.
4th of April. November the 8th. No. Let's see. So far I see it's just the 4th of April was the last one. Yes, that is definitely not the 4th of April. Or are we having some issues? Let's see. Lunar eclipse 23. When and how to see them? Okay. Lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse. Exactly when the lunar eclipse will be visible depending on... Okay, that's the 5th of May. There we go. 5th of May, penumbra, okay. But yeah, it's far from the 5th of May. He said that happened last week. Did it happen last week? I thought it happened yesterday. If so, then I am wrong. Let's see.
There's one on 20th, 6 days ago.
Private Japanese space. Okay. Even yesterday, 19 hours ago, lunar lander presumed lost. Why would they only be reporting it yesterday, mate? And Andrew says it was a solar eclipse. I mean solar eclipse, yeah, because the moon would be occulting the solar. There we go, you're correct. I was wrong on that as well. Yeah. Solar eclipse.
The one about 5 or 6 days ago. Another one.
6 days ago, there was a total solar eclipse on April the 8th. Oh no? The next time, will be on April. 6 days ago was the last one. Okay, so 6 days ago was now, if we look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so the 20th, between the 20th and 21st, okay? When was the Japanese moon mission?
Yesterday or something, wasn't it?
Tuesday the 25th. So this was yesterday, mate. Sorry, so it was definitely not 6 days ago. It was yesterday. So that the dates don't line up. So there's no solar eclipse. Okay, I can stop sharing. Whoop. Andrew said it was last Wednesday. I saw it. But we just saw on the screen how they said it was the 25th. Something's not making sense here. Are you in the past or something?
No.
Or in the future?
You're in the future.
private sorry, Japanese moon mission. One day ago, 12 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 1 day ago. 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago. Doesn't make sense.
Do you expect it to be accurate? Like,
Yeah, but I mean, if it's 1 day ago, how did he watch it 6 days ago?
it was on 20th, that solar eclipse.
Yeah, and this is apparently yesterday, the 25th. Hey, Star Energy, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. So the dates don't really match up to what Andrew's saying. Japanese moon lander likely have crashed. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to re-rate this. 33 meters above the Earth, above the moon's surface. Apparently, that's not Masonic at all. Why is it? Why is it always got reference to 33 and 666 and everything? What is it with these guys?
Because they're all Freemasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's only logical answer, isn't it?
Coronation's on 6th, isn't it?
Alpha was launched by SpaceX rocket in December and took 5 months to reach its destination. We have not confirmed communication with the lander, Space CEO Takeshi Hamada said about 25 minutes after the planned landing. We have to assume that we could not complete the landing on the lunar surface, he added. Mr. Hakamada later said that despite not expecting to complete the mission, the company had fully accomplished the significance of the mission, having acquired a great deal of data and experience of being able to execute the landing phase. The M1 lander appeared to set touchdown after coming close as 295 feet, 89 meters from the lunar surface. Live animation showed, guys. Then it's not live. The lander was just over 2 meters tall and weighed 340 kilograms, relatively small compared to lunar surface standards. It had been due for half an hour long. 100 kilometers above the surface, where it was moving nearly 6,000 kilometers an hour. Wow. I wish they can be more specific on all their dates and stuff. Would be very great. Yeah, 5 months to get to the moon, Rachie. Based on if it was in so-called space, which you cannot go to space, by the way, because it would be violating the second law of thermodynamics. Do you think they would have got that photo? Maybe. Yeah, it's true. So any other questions?
From us, from people in
I thought Dupapoon said bye like how long ago? Or maybe he said bye to someone else. Exactly. It's just painting and composites. It's like these guys have never heard of hyper-realistic paintings before or models. That's how it was done in the 70s and 80s with movie props. They still do it today. It's easier rather to create the real thing than to do CGI. CGI is quite expensive and time-consuming. Obviously, a lot of the people do use CGI rather, but sometimes for practical reasons, it's much better rather to build a scale model of something and do scale modeling, as I can put it. So let's say with that moon footage, they either have a realistic painting, hyper-realistic painting, or they build an actual scale model of how they believe the moon to be, and they just have a panning camera over it in a studio, and then do some lighting work and stuff to make it look as real as possible. It's all just VFX, guys. It's got to do. There's a reason why NASA has such a huge VFX department and camera department on their payroll.
Mm.
Because
Lumpy's got a question. He said, "What's ether?"
unfortunately, I'm not allowed to answer that because no one has clicked the link or sent a super chat.
It's not something I believe in, that's for sure.
Like I said, when I did come into the flat Earth in the beginning, I
I did think
would,
about it. Yeah.
to be honest, I did think the ether was plausible because that was the thing when I got in. But after doing my research and stuff, I figured that it's just not plausible, especially if you understand the ether is still based on the globe rhetoric. You still more or less stuck in with your foot in the one shoe of the globe when you're trying to claim ether, because that was a claim for the globe, the ether. It wasn't claimed for the flat Earth. Many people do believe, like I used to believe, the ether is simply was just the waters above the firmament. That's it. But the problem with the ether today that's being pushed, it doesn't really make sense. It's just propagation or whatever. Godzilla 37, $5.50, $5.50.
It's Luciferian, if you ask me.
Yep. Thank you very much. You asked for it. What is ether? It's the fart that comes out your bumhole. Because it propagated. I'm joking. Thank you very much for your super chat, Godzilla. It's simple. The ether has many different beliefs, as I would say, but like I said, it's impossible because the people believe the ether today is just based on sort of like a electrostatic current field that's just everywhere simultaneously, and it gives excuse me, it's what gives you your up and down and the movement of the stars. So they believe the ether is just the propagation medium that they can't really pick up, I would say. But that's why they have to use the ring laser gyro kind of thing to pick it up.
There were theories for a while that it could be used, like the on churches and that they had some kind of things built in churches to try and use the ether and stuff like
Free
that.
energy. Yeah, the thing is, I think the people have fallen into the trap of Nikola Tesla's free energy scam.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as free energy.
Yeah.
It violates thermodynamics, guys. In theory, it could almost be possible, but it's not because, like I tried to explain with self propulsion, with the self perpetual machines, it still has to lose energy due to its surrounding system because you always have it in a surrounding system. So therefore, it will lose energy no matter how hard you try to keep it. The reason this is why I wanted to actually talk to Whitson about the ether argument and say, listen, there's so much problems in your argument for the ether because it doesn't really coincide with reality. I see the pull for it because you want it so badly to be there to say, look, this ether is what's driving all the so-called planets and stars and stuff moving. But that's just simply not true. I mean, if you think about it, even the electrostatics, if you got ferromagnetism, paramagnetism, and diamagnetism. The fact that you have diamagnetism already dispels the argument that it's static, equilibrium. What they say? Electrostatics, giving the things direction down. No, because there's some things in on Earth that have diametric properties. Some have ferromagnetic and some are paramagnetic. Therefore, you're just going to be seeing things floating around for no apparent reason. Yet we don't see this.
But one of the problems I've found, like, you can speak to 10 people who believe in ether, and they'll tell you it's something different.
Yeah, but that's a saying. It's not.
Nobody can define what ether is.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not probably established because nobody really knows what it is. They can make up their own mind on what they think it could be, but there is nothing for it. If you Derek Nelson Flatswood had 2 episodes with it. Crystal, yep. Um, Crystal. Liberty Engine 2, the thing makes my head hurt, but it also has a whole uncut video of the process. Look it up sometime. Yeah, I will definitely look it up, mate. But let's put it this way. You've seen where they take rats, for instance, and they stick a magnet to it, and it either propels it or pulls it towards them. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. If you've got a diamagnetic property, it's going to push away from the magnetic field. And if you've got a paramagnetic or ferromagnetic, it's going to be an opposite reaction. So if we have to take it on their so-called premise that everything now has an electrostatic charge to it, which is all good. There's definitely everything has electrostatic, but it's not what causes the up and down. We're going to be seeing things float in the middle of the air. Let's say a piece of wood, let's say, is diamagnetic. Then why is wood not floating in the middle of the air? You understand? Because it'd be going against Earth's magnetic current. We don't see this. Hey, Crystal, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. So yeah, that I find very odd though. But I wanted to talk to Whitson about that, but we've never got around to that though. But yeah, if people want to believe the ether, it's all up to them. But according to how I have standards on believing things, I rather do my research and rather see if it's wrong or right. And if I see it doesn't make sense like that, especially with the ether, since it pushes more for the globe, because it was a globe so-called evidence. That's the whole reason why Einstein had to make space-time in the first instance, because of the ether problem.
Yeah.
Hence Aries failure. So yeah, that's about it. I hope that answered the question all right, Godzilla. I know it's very confusing, but it's as good as I could answer it in my own words. Okay, another question. Do you guys think Aristotle ever existed?
I don't think there's any evidence for it, so I'm not sure.
Well, I mean Aristophanes. Aristotle, I think, existed.
Oh.
Aristophanes, though.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm thinking the wrong person.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll just say I'm not too sure.
I would say no, because there's no documentation that he ever did.
There's no primary evidence, is there?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I'm not sure.
What's been passed down and word of mouth and people hundreds of years writing about him after. You know, I mean, it could have been a real person, but I doubt he did this stick and well and all that business. Like.
Yeah, but you know what I found very hypocritical though? The majority of the people that push Aristophanes are atheists. So they go against, like, saying, oh, Jesus never existed or blah, blah, blah. But there's so much documentation, Bible and non-Bible scholars having documentation that Jesus did exist and that he was crucified. Yet they would rather go and believe a person like Aristophanes that has no documentation he ever existed, that he's ever done what was claimed to be done, the so-called evidence that he did have burnt down in just some freak accident of the museum in Alexandria, the library, and the people that wrote about him came up, I think it was like 100 or 150 years after he supposedly died, so they never even knew the guy. How does that work? It kind of sounds very fabricated to me.
Yeah. It sounds like an anecdote, a story, you know, with sticks and all that. That proves a globe.
Yeah.
Nice.
It sounds like they just pick dead people and then ascribe a load of rubbish to them. Like, that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, exactly. Just a reminder, guys, I do have the link above here if you guys want to click on the link to come in and ask a question, or if you send a super chat. Would be awesome to have people actually doing something. I mean, you guys voted for the QnA, so And tonight we can have a nice long stream. I got no work tomorrow, so I'm all
I've got
ears.
to go at 10.
Oh yeah, you guys are. So you got a half an hour.
Yeah, I've got half an hour. I've got to go at 10.
No stress, mate. But it's always awesome having you here, Michael.
No, it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Pleasure being here.
Yeah. Shame. Spoke to my brother a bit today because he was in Dublin now for a month. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Coming back on Saturday. He's so bummed. But I think he's probably gonna get that job there, so he'll go back in about a month or two.
So you'll be coming over to visit him then?
Oh yeah, and when I go visit him, I'm gonna say hi to you guys as well. I mean, Dublin's not that too far from you guys.
No.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
says where he was staying there, it's a nice little small little village. They don't even have a police station because it's so safe. So that's quite cool.
Wow. Crazy, huh? I have seen I mean, I lived in a village that never had a police station.
It's crazy. I wouldn't even be able to think about that. Everywhere I live in South Africa, you at least got like 4 or 5 police stations.
Wow.
And they're always full.
You don't want to come here, man, because they'll nick your teeth if you smile.
Yeah, where was it? I think it was in Essex or Surrey. I've been seeing lately, they just like, if you stop with a car, they just break out the windows and steal everything they can inside the cars.
It has happened. I mean, yeah, I've seen cars,
Crazy.
even here in Coventry, you see cars sometimes stripped and left up when the wheels off and left on one side of the road and that, you know.
The problem is they do that by you guys. Yeah, they take the whole car.
That happened to my sister. My sister, she just not long got a new car, and her old car was still parked out at the back. She'd been at work. She come back, the car had gone. There was just a bit of smashed glass. Then they must have smashed the window and put a chain all the way through, and lifted it onto the back of a truck.
See, this thing is, yeah, they got a lot of chop shops. So as soon as they steal it, they just quickly drive away, go to the chop shop, and they just strip the thing. Like in an hour, I think they worked it out last time. If let's say they steal a City Golf in Johannesburg, within an hour, it's already gone to the chop shop and stripped for parts. That the police won't even be able to track them down anymore. Within an hour.
That's crazy. That's quick work, man. That's quick work.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Rachie. Aristophanes, did he use well or sticks? We hear both stories. They can't make up their mind. But the most well-known one is obviously the wells. And then they say, oh, but he used sticks. Sticks and shadows. But then in the same sentence, they say, used wells. It's amazing how these trolls say everybody's just denying. Why is it always the trolls saying everybody just denies everything, when in the fact we don't get any evidence? You can't deny something if you haven't got evidence for it.
It's true.
Exactly, Glenn. Aristophanes couldn't have measured straight sticks because Wolfie says there's no such thing as a straight line. Just like Wolfie saying flying great circled routes you would have to bank. And everybody says, I said that, but it's on his videos. Really weird. What other questions do we have? I find it really odd that, you know what perplexes me the most about the globe narrative though?
What?
When it comes to gravity.
Yeah.
They're so proud of saying gravity's scientific. But when you ask them for anything scientific on gravity, they even have to concede, yeah, Newton didn't have any hypothesis or experiment. But yet it was peer-reviewed and published. How do you get that right?
Newton didn't want any part of it.
Exactly, he didn't want to get ascribed to it. Because
Can
he
you blame
couldn't
him?
figure out the mechanism on why, apparently, to him, mass would be attracting mass. He would find it absurdity.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's just the mass attracts the mass just because it does. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, but I mean, like I was saying, how do you get something to be peer-reviewed and published in a scientific journal if you haven't even had a hypothesis or experiment for it?
Well, exactly. It's not even a theory yet.
It's crazy. And then the people put it in the textbooks saying, oh, see, gravity's a force, mass attracting mass. And then came along Einstein, because the ether whole debacle thing was shown not true, hence Erisfalia. So he had to come up with a reason why there's no... Because remember, the whole mass attracting mass thing was based on the ether as well. It had to have a propagation medium kind of thing. Then when that got thrown out the window, he had to come up with a new story, and therefore space-time was invented. So they took one made-up pseudo-belief called ether that is that doesn't do anything, just to make another concept that's even more ridiculous. And even now, general relativity is starting to be shown having holes everywhere, and they're starting to push entropic gravity. So it shows you, if you don't build your so-called science on science, it will have to change because it wasn't scientific to begin with. I just find it very perplexing that they could take this nonsense and call it science and push it on everybody as fact.
No, that's it.
And I think that's the problem why they have today, where they say, oh, but our equations work with gravity as a force. Yeah, because it's not gravity. Just because physics works in a certain way, you calling that acceleration gravity doesn't make it gravity. It just means you're hijacking the actual cause.
Yeah.
And calling it gravity. But again, that's what the globe is based on. I mean, look at their physical curve. It's based on optical measurements on perspective. And they're calling it physical.
But you're right. It's the one they're most proud of is gravity, isn't it? And it's the one that definitely, without a doubt, cannot be proven, can't be observed, can't be tested.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the magical substance that keeps it all together.
I see there's 66 people in, guys. Please hit that like button and share. It's great to see so much people in, even though we're not having... I mean, it's a Q&A evening and still not really getting questions in. It's sad. Is there anything you guys wanted to ask me?
I think.
Not really.
I want to ask Paul, because I think that his avatar confuses a lot of globe trolls because they don't know their own model.
Oh, yeah. I like his avatar.
Would you be able to explain that to them, Paul?
Well, it's the observation by BMLSB 69. He did a 33 plus mile observation to the Anacapra Islands from his coastline. And so therefore you have to make the globe bigger for that, because the horizon is way, way, way out there. So the calculation is 3,840 over 6R, which is 640 Rs.
It's crazy.
So that's a big globe. I think that's
huge.
2.5 million mile radius, something about that.
so closer to the size of Jupiter then.
It's crazy. Hey, Slip Radar, good to see you, mate. So yeah, it's crazy.
It is a good bit of avatar, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we could always talk about the Black Swan as well if you guys wanted to. It's very simple. I don't know how we can explain it to get it in these guys' heads. As soon as they say refraction, they are literally throwing away their argument and making our argument valid, because we're saying it's all just optical and not physical. That reminds me of another video I might want to show. I can science that.
Most ballers don't even know what Black Swan is. They think it's a photo.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but you see, but you guys are just showing a heavy refracted day. So, that's not the point. The point is your horizon is behind your claimed horizon. Behind, you see it's blocking things, but it's not supposed to be blocking things if your horizon's behind it. Okay. I'm gonna play this quickly. I can science that. And then I want to give you my rendition of what's actually happening here, because in some ways he's being, I don't know, you just look what I'm saying here, you'll see.
Here's a time-lapse video showing some interesting refraction effects. As I start the video over, I'd like to draw your attention to this obvious mirror layer here. We won't be considering anything below this line.
Okay, let's just stop first. That would be the mirror layer, guys. That means this is all mirrored. That would be over horizontal plane then, correct? Because your angle would be looking through the horizontal plane. Excuse me. And then everything above it, obviously, that's the actual mountain range in the background. And then he's just going to point out the box and that, but let's just carry on seeing what he says.
For our purposes, I'd like to focus on this particular black and white target, and we'll be looking at this snowbank that is occluded behind it. As I
Remember, the snowbank is occluded behind it, so it's occulting it, guys. It's in front of it. It's got a larger angular size due to it being closer, and it's foreshortening, aka it's got a closer angle. You know, like if you look at a 10 centimeter wave, if you're close enough, it's going to be occulting a 200-foot mountain in the background. Why? Shit shrinks. Angular size. Limiting angle. Yeah.
What other them are the signs?
Yeah, these are just like little signs and stuff. But don't have to worry about what's on the sign. You can just go look at the relationship between the mountain in the back and the sign. But he's going to try and explain and stuff, and then I'm going to tell you why he's actually wrong.
Right.
Well, he's right in some aspects, but there's one major flaw that he's got wrong there.
As I let the video play, watch what happens with the snowbank as it rises up from behind the occlusion.
You see, as it rises the snowbank up, guys, remember, what's happening? It's rising the snowbank. Pay attention.
The obvious interpretation is that refraction has lifted the image of the snowbank, which would otherwise be occluded by that target. But maybe not. Maybe this is the unrefracted image. Maybe we're seeing the snowbank where it really belongs, and it was artificially lowered by refraction in this earlier shot. So let's watch the time lapse again, and this time focus on this green patch.
Remember what he just said? It could have been that it lowered the shot due to refraction.
Right here. So if this is the unrefracted image, then the refraction pulled the green patch out from behind the obstruction in the earlier shot. So either the white patch is being pulled up from behind the obstruction, or the green patch is being pulled down from behind the obstruction. Either way, refraction is allowing us to see around an obstruction.
That's false. Did you guys catch what he said there? He said, if it's pulling it down, or if it's pulling it up, either way, it's showing us beyond an obstruction, which is false. Yeah. What refraction is doing here, what he just showed is, refraction is causing the look of Earth curve.
Yeah.
So he actually conceded it's not a physical curve, it's optical, as we've been saying all this time.
I'm not so sure. It don't look like an honest video to me altogether. Like,
no, I think it was taken from someone else. But let's just, I'm gonna put it slower. Have you realized how it's not buffering, Michael? Like it usually buffers.
Yeah, it's weird.
I've been seeing the other day also. It's like just all of a
Might have
sudden.
been that Chinese mic playing with it.
We were almost thinking it's the curse of Michael, because every time you on, it usually happens. But you're on tonight and it's not, so we can scrub that.
Yeah. You know that I'm not a mason. Sorry.
Okay, guys, look at this. It's going slow. See how it's lifting up the ground. I'm going to make it even slower. Playback speed. It's lifting the ground up. The mountain and stuff is still staying the same.
Yeah.
You see, it
it is.
lifts. You know why I said lifts? Because look, it even lifts the signboards up. Look there.
Yeah.
So what did we have to say? What was my argument? Like I said, refraction is what causes your Earth curve. It's not refraction that takes it away. It's what causes your Earth curve.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, this new mic is awesome, Slip. It's really, really great. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I want to say thank you again, guys. This is like, wow. I've got no other words for it. It really makes it much less stressful for me, because I used to hate when I come on a stream and it's like, oh, the sound sorted out, and it's like, sit for an hour trying to get it sorted. It's crazy, and then it still sounded rubbish. Yeah, and the reason I took the Shure, the SM, because it's going to help, because I do have some music and stuff I want to do. So yeah, guys, do stay tuned for some music coming on, and I'm going to write some Flat Earth lyrics as well. So really, really looking forward to that.
Cool.
Yeah. No,
Good to know.
Dupapoons, I didn't say there's Earth curve. I said your beloved Earth curve
Yeah.
is optical because it's based from refraction. Pay attention, mate. Hey, Shot Daniel, thank you for coming, mate. Thank you for coming, Daniel. Have a good evening further, mate.
Die baller is wat traag.
Die baller is vertraagd.
Die man is mal.
Ja. Die man is mal, ja.
Die man is mal.
Man is mal, ja.
Yeah, it means this man is crazy. Okay. So, that was... I don't know if there's something else you guys want to watch or talk about. Any other questions? Like, socks or no socks?
So. I wear socks out and that, but if I'm usually indoors, I take them off, because I don't like the feet being hogged by everything. They feel like my feet get claustrophobic on their own, I think. I don't even sleep under a quilt, because I feel claustrophobic under it. Sleep on top of my quilt.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not really one for blankets or anything. It's only when it does get a bit cool, then I'll probably put it on my legs or something, But,
Yeah.
But when it's hot, can't stand it.
No, I can't.
Especially
I don't like
here where it's so hot, it's like as little as possible.
Definitely.
We had that little weird thing go off, didn't we, on first day you come, PJ? Oh, first morning anyway, like pulling in somebody else's house where they can hear you.
Yeah.
I think I have to address Slip right on this one. He says optical is not proof of flat Earth. Optical means it's evidence that it's not a globe Earth. If I reiterate it this way, we are able to demonstrate what we see in reality using optics demonstration. With the Earth curve, you're required to be physical. Therefore, you're not allowed to use optical anomalations to call it physical curve. So it already forfeits the claim of physicality, and the fact that you can't demonstrate it already forfeits it. So yeah, it is actually proof of flat Earth.
Oh, Glenn just said, Glenn Sal said, okay, I see you on about me, Paul Cruikshank, PJ Cruikshank, I see you on the panel. I've been on the panel for ages. He maybe just, he's quite new, isn't he, in this chat, so he probably
I might have not been able to see your face, like.
Oh, okay, I don't know. All right, I was going to say I've been in the panel. Maybe he's just put two and two together and realised that the person PJ in the chat is the same PJ it's in the panel. I don't know.
Okay, you guys already seen this in Element, the meme I made with Level?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I think this is also something we have to talk about, because this other meme that's come up here, Level but not flat, whatever, has come from Creaky Blinder that first time, and he obviously does not understand what level is. So I made this meme quickly to try and explain it in very simple terms. Okay, so level but not flat. That can't be level because you got places higher and or lower, which means there's no parallel to the horizontal parallels. So that's not level. The bottom one, it's a flat line, but it's not level, obviously because place higher and lower. Now this is level because you got a spirit level having a horizontal parallel to the horizontal parallel at the bottom. That is what level is. You can't have a curved horizontal. You can't have a curved parallel. Now you get the people that state, well, according to geodetic surveying, it's based on a geoid. So therefore, the plumb to with a plumb, it gives you horizontal, so therefore level. No, mate, that contradicts itself. Why would you say it contradicts itself? Well, because when it comes to the geoid and it comes to survey, the surveying has what they call horizontal datums. It's a horizontal level line, a level horizontal plane. So that means it has to be the same from point A to point B. On your globe, a millimeter from you would have a different zenith. So therefore it won't be horizontal anymore. So it can't be level. It contradicts itself totally. And because it's based on an ellipsoid, your geoid.
That's right. I'm going to have to get off, mate.
Okay, no stress, mate. Thank you for coming, Michael.
Yeah, night, everybody.
Really,
Good night,
really
Michael.
appreciate it.
Thanks a bit, man.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah.
Hold that teddy tight for me. Hold that teddy tight for me, eh?
10 o'clock curfew when I'm at my mum's.
you should say, "Aw, Mom, just 5 more minutes."
But anyway, night, everyone.
Yeah,
Take
tell
care.
your
I'll
mom,
speak to
tell your mom and your wife I say good night.
you. Night.
Cheers, guys.
Night, dude.
Bye.
Night.
Oh, shame. Night. Oh, yeah. So anyway, yeah, you can't have a level ellipsoid. An ellipsoid has curve, so it goes totally against what the definition of level is. Synonymous for leveling. Okay, horizontal, even flat plane. Being in a plane parallel to the plane of the horizon, horizontal. When something is level, it is completely flat with no part higher than the other. The floor was level, but the ceiling was sloped towards his head. There we go. So the top is not level, bottom is level, all because you put a spirit level, aka it is now a horizontal parallel to the horizon or floor. There we go. That is now the quickest way we can try and teach anti-flat earthers what level actually means. And this is how construction is done, by having a parallel to the horizon. Otherwise it wouldn't be considered level. Buildings would fall apart if it wasn't level. If they had curved levels, then I think half the buildings on Earth would be falling apart.
Yeah, and they go on. They say like, there's the definition, like the heliocentric definition of level. Now they go on like that definition has always been in the dictionary when it hasn't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Level was always horizontal.
The thing is, they keep giving us things that contradict each other. So when they bring up a citation that says, "Oh, you see, it says ellipsoid. It's just horizontals based on your zenith." Yeah, it contradicts because level is the same level horizontal plane from point A to point B. On your globe, every single millimeter has to have a new zenith, so it's not going to be the same horizontal.
Exactly. And then that's what you say. Like on a sphere, you can never get a perfect measurement, can you? Because it's so complicated too.
Yeah. Blue Paul Evolution, thank you very, very much. He said he just sent me a little PayPal. Does Mr. Sensible believe it's a ball or is it just a liar? He likes to troll my channel. Thank you very much for the PayPal. Really appreciate it, mate. You are awesome. You really have been supporting me really awesomely. I think he does know it's flat. I think most of the anti-flat earthers know it's flat. but the money is in being in the globe side. So they will never really go to the truth. They would stay where they are because that's where the money is. I mean, like I said, I could also just say, "You guys, I'm so sorry. I can't take it anymore. It's not flat." I mean, I think we'll like quadruple my subscribers in like one night, and then all of a sudden I'll just be getting money. Oh, you're so brave. You know what I mean? But that's nonsense. So yeah, they kind of, how you can say, sold out to the devil. I'm for truth.
Absolutely, and it just so happens that Ranty was at the trailer to this video as well, and I was just thinking to myself, wow, he used to have so much good observations and that as well for flat Earth. He debunks himself, right? He?
Yeah, exactly.
With that Blackpool picture.
Thank you very much again, Blue Paul. I really appreciate your support, and I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad everybody's here, and I'm even more glad if people actually enjoy it. So please hit that like button, or if you want to hit that dislike button, it doesn't matter as long as you are engaging on the show. It really does help.
Just hit a button.
Just hit
button.
Yeah, just hit a button. So this is kind of the a Q&A without a Q&A, really.
I mean, apart from between ourselves, we've been asking questions like that.
Exactly.
I don't know the questions we've been asking, but it's questions nonetheless.
Yeah, we get questions. Crazy. So I'm getting hot now. What's your take on evolution, PJ?
Oof, that it's not even a good idea. That it's how it sounds. Evil evolution. I think it's a ploy from the enemy to take God's creation away from him, to take God, try and take God's power away from him, and minimize who God is by saying we're worthless and came from nowhere. That's what I think it is. As for the idea itself, it takes a lot of faith to believe in evolution. It takes more faith to believe in evolution than it does to believe in the Lord.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
You know what I mean? Evolution. The Big Bang's terrible. Evolution's terrible. It says that you came from nowhere. You mean nothing. There's no plan, no purpose for you. You're a big mistake. It's good that you're here, but once you're gone, that's it. It was good while it lasted. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of attitude that you get that evolution gives you, and that's not it, man.
Exactly.
We're created.
Exactly. I just want to say thank you, Faciality, for your $2 super chat. Really appreciate it. It says sea level can't exist on a ball. Water finds its level. Yeah, water finds its own level at rest. Exactly. Thank you very much for your $2 super chat. It's amazing how physics agrees with us. I mean, we can go and we can demonstrate this over and over. We can go to a lake where it's nice and clear and calm, and you're going to see mirror images. Perfect mirror images, horizontal from left to right. I mean, we got some dams here where we do fishing, and on a calm day, it's kilometers across with no curve whatsoever. Because why? Water finds its level at rest.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, Blue Pool Devolution does have an awesome channel, guys. Do click on his name and go and subscribe. Really well worth it. I was an what? He says I was an anthropology student for a couple of years. Even attended a lecture by Donald Johannesson. In the end, I saw no proof of it. Exactly, there's no proof whatsoever. I mean, they can't even create a protocell, which they have to hinge on to have evolution even working. The thing is, how they want to take it, they want to take an already existing living cell, and then they duplicate it and try and take the already existing cell they took it from away and say, see, we created it from nothing. It created itself. In the meantime, they already took a living cell to create it. It's very dishonest. And yeah, evolution, there's nothing whatsoever for evolution. It's all faith-based, guys. Totally 100%.
Slip, I totally agree with you. He said, I get your angle, but believing in something doesn't make it true. That's absolutely right. Believing in something doesn't make it true. The truth's the truth, whether you believe in it or not.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, Johansson was the guy that dug up Lucy. I actually seen Lucy. I think it was Lucy, the one here in South Africa. It's at the Congo caves, or I think, let's see, where's Lucy? But it was when I was young.
Yeah, definitely, Derek.
Where was Lucy discovered? Let me just find out. Oh no, Austria was discovered in Ethiopia. Okay, so it wasn't here. I'm thinking of another one. What's the one I'm thinking of in South Africa? There's another one. But yeah, if you guys haven't, if you do come to South Africa, the Congo caves are awesome.
That's something brilliant to go to.
Oh,
Africa's so huge in itself, and it's a massive country.
it's
And then you've got
beautiful.
Egypt right at the top of Africa, which is kind of joined on Africa, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right, it's huge, man.
but yeah, it's a beautiful cave.
That'd be fantastic to check out.
I actually enjoy caves. It's sort of feeling like out of this world. So you'd understand why like the writers who were inspired by the journey to the center of the earth got
Yeah.
the inspiration from caves.
Yeah, yeah. So I love that. I love that kind of movie. I thought it was fantastic, that movie, man.
Yeah, I enjoy like those type of adventure movies. Like
Definitely.
the center of earth and everything.
hmm
Yeah, many found in South Africa allegedly. The problem is that, yeah, I mean, Lucy, I also think is a hoax. I mean, it's very simple. Even a person could have a genetic disorder, could be disfigured and stuff, and then they would say, "Oh, you see, this is now a link in the chain that was missing." In the meantime, they don't look at, okay, maybe this person was disfigured or had a type of genetic disease or something. So they don't look at things like that. They have to curve their bias and say, "Oh, because I believe, therefore this." Like we said, I mean, since when did what happened with the cows? When did they stop drowning to become a whale?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Mr. Obvious, good to see you. I mean, it's as simple. If a whale evolved from a cow, why the hell do we still have cows? And when did the cows stop drowning every time they went in the water? It's insane.
And why doesn't beef taste like whale?
How do you know how whale tastes?
I don't. I actually don't.
Yeah, the whole ball earth evolution nonsense, everything is just based on belief. Yeah, the problem is the missing major link from Homo habilis from 250 years ago, 50 years ago to today. It's all bullshit, exactly. But the problem is you're still going to see they're probably going to try and create some kind of... someone's probably going to dig up something sometime in the most unexpected place and say, "You see, here's your missing link." And then later on it's fine. No, it was just false. Exactly like the moon rock in Denmark. That was just petrified wood. Then what was the excuse? No, that was just a hoax by a student or something that was trying to play a hoax. In the meantime, no, it was the actual so-called moon rocks given by the astronauts.
So that means that the moon must have been part of the Earth at one point and then broke off, and then the Earth was spinning that fast that it smoothed out again and turned into a ball.
Yeah. Andrew Johnson, yeah. If the whales came from cow-like creatures, then the cows would have had to get in the water to evolve, Or did they just flop around on the earth and on the beach until one day they said, "Oh, let me go in the water." You understand the problem here?
And so, I mean, I know a whale baby called a calf, but
Yeah.
it's still not a cow.
I mean, according to evolution, it's going to take millions and millions of years to be able to evolve gills or something. So that's what I'm saying. So after what amount of cow did all of a sudden not drown when going to the water? Jumping in the water. It's like, oh, generations and generations we saw cows drowning, but now all of a sudden this one cow just grew a gill, and now it didn't drown. Come on.
Grew a gill in one
insanity.
web foot.
But like I was saying the other night, they all went and stood in the waves, and then they started growing webbed feet until they saw, okay, now I've got my webbed feet. Let's go a bit deeper. It's crazy.
Yeah. Some of these things to believe is crazy. It's just unbelievable that they believe it. It still makes me laugh to this day.
No whales don't have gills, as far as I know. They just got the.
No, they got a blowhole.
Yeah, they got a blowhole. It was just a joke, Andrew.
Yeah,
Really,
whale's not a fish, so it wouldn't have a gill.
Yeah, don't take it so serious, Andrew. We're just joking around. Thank you very much, Faciality, for your $2 super chat. He says, "Ball Earth is possible. Ball water impossible." Yeah. Ball Earth is possible, but ball water impossible. Yeah, it's implausible to think you can have a ball of water. Exactly. Thank you very much for your super chat, Faciality. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, cows definitely still exist, guys, and whales. Why? Because God created them that way.
Yep.
We've been trying to explain this so many times. Things can adapt with the environment. They can have some mutations, but that's not evolution. It's just people having their belief systems with a bias affirming the consequent that, oh, you see, we have some mutation, therefore evolution, which is rubbish.
Yeah, like I say, adaptation. Yeah, I'm all for adaptation, but yeah, evolution no.
No.
Things on a micro scale, yeah, like you're changing skin tones or anything because of sun and stuff like that. Slightly longer beaks and stuff like that to get to food, that type of thing. But evolution, yeah.
This is actually a good one. Sea Lightning. He's asking Alan, how do dinosaurs have sex? They didn't. They did like the seahorses. They just rub up against each other and the male became pregnant.
Yeah, with great difficulty, I take it.
Hey, RH, good to see you. Yeah, so we can actually disprove evolution then. We can go and eat whale, and if it doesn't taste like beef, then we know that's false.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
If it doesn't taste like a cow, there's problems.
That's it.
Oh, man. It's crazy. What else do we usually talk about?
Alan says he'll do a video on it. What do a video on what, Alan?
On the dinosaurs.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'd watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you get the feathers right. CGI.
Let's see if we can find anything on the internet. Oh, I see Creaky Blinder. He thinks Space Shuttle isn't a space shuttle. Probably about Leo or something. Because I know Leo doesn't. I'll watch that sometime and see. I watched an awesome thing today. Obviously, it's based on the Muslims.
Yeah.
With what's the guy's name now? Rob Christian. He's an ex-Muslim. He's a Christian turned from Muslim. he was showing with Christian Prince debating Ali Dawa. I mean, Ali Dawa's got millions of Muslim subscribers, and while they were trying to, the guy Ali Dawa's had a conference. There was like 7 Muslims in that conference, and they decided to debate with Christian Prince. And when they sent them the link, they first sent them the wrong link that they couldn't get on Skype to them. But the thing is, Rob Christian and then they were having the Skype call recorded live for everybody to see. And while while they're going, and they finally did send him the right link because they were calling them cowards, he gets on, and every time he talks, they mute him. Live, you could see they're muting him. But I mean, this made me think, the Muslims are like that. And this is exactly how the anti-flat earthers are as well. They try and be, for their audience, as trying to show they are winning and they're not deceptive. In the meantime, on the other side, like this, you recording this, is seeing, listen here, look at this, look how deceptive they're being.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Derek says he looked it up. Apparently, it tastes like reindeer or moose.
So no cow then.
No cow.
Hey, RH, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. Moose makes for a great burger. I would think so. Moose is actually quite a hefty piece of Tony, yeah, awesome. Thank you very much again. I was saying to Paul as well, thank you very much for your guys' contributions. It's really, really awesome. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to go buy my PVC piping so I can make my frame for my green screen. I really hope soon I'm going to be able to move to the garage for the so I can have my studio there and stuff. I'm looking really, really forward to that. So I just want to say again, thank you guys for all your support for getting the equipment, because at the end of the day, actually all the equipment is sponsored by you guys. You know that? It's crazy.
Well, it's well deserved, man. It's well deserved.
So I'm gonna have to sing a nice song for you guys.
Yeah,
the audio is really, really. I'm really happy about the audio. I'm glad
you got to play a bit of guitar as well, are you?
Yeah, I can play a bit of guitar, but I don't
Cool.
have one anymore. So I had to sell my prized PV. Oh, there was only 3 of them in South Africa, and I was very desperate for money. I ended up selling it for quarter of the price I paid for it.
Wow.
So I was really bummed out about it, and then later on found out the guy sold it like 2 weeks later for double what I paid for it in the beginning.
Oh wow. Crazy.
Yeah, Slipper, I definitely want to simulate ISS stuff. That's planning on my radar for sure. Definitely. I don't know if you've guys seen, a lot of Muslims are leaving the Muslim faith these days, and I mean a lot. They're leaving on the droves. It's quite hectic. Audio is awesome. I haven't had to adjust my volume at all today. Yeah, it sounds like a miracle. So yeah. Again, thank you guys, because it was so stressful to have these streams. And I think I was scaring a lot of people away with my bad audio, because they would subscribe, listen to what the hell's going on. It's like, oh, this guy's audio sucks. And they'll just unsubscribe and leave. So it was kind of scaring people away.
It was a bit bad for a while, wasn't it?
It was hectic bad. And I felt so bad because I had to put you guys through that nonsense. And I just didn't have a choice, though. I mean, I was trying really hard. Every time I thought, okay, I got it sorted out, it sounds much better, then it was bad.
I know. You get it sorted backstage and that, and then he'd come, and then everybody in chat would be like, "No, we can't hear you. PJ's too loud." Oh,
yeah,
God.
Yeah, and PJ's.
Oh, I read it wrong. I thought I just went, "Oh God," because I thought she said PJ is mega loud, but she said isn't mega loud.
Yeah. I think what's helping now is I've got all the sound going through the audio processor, so it kind of balances it out. So I think that's why PJ is not so hectic loud anymore, which helps. And I think PJ, you also got that lapel mic that you're going to start using, correct?
Yeah. I would say I've got to get some headphones to go with it. It'll
With
just complete it.
was it a lavalier mic? A lavalier mic?
Uh, yeah.
One of those
No.
little clip-on mics that you put by your shirt or something.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's got like 13 foot of cable as well. It's
Wow,
it's got a USB lavalier microphone. Yeah,
lavalier. There we go.
yeah.
Awesome. Also, by Paul.
Yeah, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Paul is an awesome sponsor.
Brilliant.
Definitely. Really, really. Like I said, I'm still gonna make some kind of thank you video. Just trying to think on the correct one to do. Hey Quinlan, good to see you, mate. Tiger Bear, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Facial says grass-eating dinosaurs in the Bible. Job 40, 15, 17. Look now at the behemoth, which I made along with you. He eats grass. Sees now this. I think dinosaurs existed, just not the way they're portraying them today. I think a lot of them are made up. They're sticking all the bones together to make a species that never existed.
Yeah.
And I still believe that because of the fall of man, that they became carnivores. But that's still just conjecture. Nobody really knows, though. But as we've been taught what dinosaurs are today, I'd say no.
Yeah, I don't believe they look like what we see in the museums and that, but there certainly was large beasts of some sort, behemoths, leviathan, biblically, you know. So there's certainly big animals of some sort, but whether they were dinosaurs that you get that the bones portray in the museum, I don't think they're that.
Yeah, exactly. Andrew, we can discuss anything. We have discussed some flat Earth. Yeah, it would be great if you came in and actually asked the question. If you got any questions you want me to answer about flat Earth, then be my guest. Come in, click the link above, register on Element. You can easily come in. You don't even need to keep the app if you don't want to. It's just so you can verify yourself. Come in, ask a question, and I'll be more than happy to answer you. Or just send a super chat. It's up to you, mate. But this is a Q&A that you guys specifically voted for. You guys voted for the Q&A evening. We have the Q&A. And then the poll, the 138 votes said no. 72% said no, they got no questions. Really weird stuff. But yet it was voted to do Q&A tonight. Exactly. I was like I was saying, I don't think dinosaurs are what they're telling us today. Definitely dragons. The Bible does teach about the Leviathan and dragons, so definitely dragons existed, and still and probably still do today.
Yeah, I mean, even the word dinosaur is only 200 year old anyway, so you know what I mean. It's one of them, isn't it? It's a word that was given to something that they try to describe from back in the past, I suppose. But yeah, I don't believe there's dinosaurs like in the museums. And yeah, I agree that the ones in the Bible are different creatures. I don't think they're dinosaurs. I'm just saying that's what people might see them as. And once upon a time, I would have said that the large beasts from the Bible was probably dinosaurs, but now I wouldn't. Now I wouldn't go that way.
Yeah. I know if he says you can stream directly through FMEG with using OBS. Okay, but I must say how it's working now. It's working fine for me, and I think don't change something that's not broken. I should say. I think it's working fine. So no other questions, guys. This guy, the auto-tune baby, eliminate. He usually takes like weird sounds and makes music out of things. Those are quite cool. Chicken bones from China, maybe a few dog bones as well. I remember when I was still studying art, we have the museum, Bromfontein Museum, and I was commissioned to actually do a mock-up of a dinosaur bone for one of the things. So yeah, they gave me a fake mold to make a fake dinosaur bone. So I've never seen the real dinosaur bone, to be honest, but I had to make a fake one out of a fake one. Forgive NASA. How? How can we forgive someone that's outright trying to deceive us? But again, that doesn't make the people working for NASA deceptive. It makes NASA as a whole deceptive. A lot of the people that work for NASA believe what they're doing is true. There's no doubt about that. So that doesn't make them deceptive. The people that are deceptive are the ones that claim to go to the place that violates natural law. And that I stay by. I stay by that statement. And if anybody wants to prove that statement false, then go ahead and demonstrate gas pressure not needing containment and hold down indefinitely. You can't, because it goes against how gas behavior works. Did I lose? Hello? But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
here.
I was like so quiet. I thought I lost a signal or something.
No, so yeah, it just kind of went quiet for a bit.
Hey, Leafy. It's always good to see the wifey in here.
Absolutely.
She usually tells me if the audio sucks or not. So yeah. It was Godzilla37 that gifted you the membership, Andrew. Yeah, it's really awesome. Thank you again, Godzilla. Really appreciate the memberships, mate. It really is a blessing for the channel. Yeah. We want the truth to come. I think we would all agree. We don't care if the globe is even a pineapple or a pyramid. It's not the shape that's the issue. The issue is we've been lied to, and we just want the truth. And like I said, we are unfortunately pushed into so-called calling flat earthers. We all agree it's a horizontal stationary plane. That is a given. But the word flat earth is connotized thanks to flat earth society, a controlled opposition, which makes it sound more taboo, I can say. But I'm happy to be called a flat earther. If it pisses off the anti-flat earthers, why not?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with flat earther. I mean, I suppose it could be described better than flat earther, you know. But yeah, for what it is, I'm fine with flat earther.
Yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to say.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, faciality, it's true. I mean, we can take this as a statement of fact. You sitting here, you don't detect or feel any rotational movement. That's a statement of fact. Now, when it comes to you sitting here claiming we are moving over 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, that's not a statement of fact. That's a statement of belief, because you cannot detect it, you cannot feel it, you just have to believe it. So yeah, in a nutshell, exactly. It's already 11:30. I can't believe it.
Oh yeah. Time quarter past 8 started tonight, wasn't it? Well, quarter past eight here.
9:15. Yeah,
Time for you. Yeah.
Godzilla 37. Thank you again for a $5.50 super chat. He says, "What is the average air velocity of half unladen swallow with a what coconut tied to 1 foot?" Wait, let me try to read this again. What is the average air velocity of a half unladen swallow? Okay, with a coconut tied to 1 foot. What the I don't think a swallow would be able to fly if it had a coconut tied to 1 foot, to be honest. So I'm saying 0. Thank you very much for the super chat, Godzilla. Really appreciate it. I hope that's the answer you wanted. And now I'm imagining a swallow with a coconut tied to his foot. And I mean, a swallow is not a big bird, so shame. I don't think it would lift up. This is again $5.50 super chat. Thank you very much. It says, sorry, the correct answer was African or European. Huh? Now I'm confused. What is the average air velocity of half unladen swallow with a coconut title? Oh, is it the African or European? I'm going to say African. I'm going to say African, Godzilla. Does that sound right? But thank you very much for the super chats. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, now all I can imagine is a swallow with a coconut tied to its foot. I like how Slip Radar makes claims that precession would not cause constant 15-degree-hour drift. You do know you can spin a gyro the opposite way and the drift would go the opposite way of what it's supposed to be on Earth. An African or European swallow is what Godzilla is saying. I get Monty Python. Ah. Yes. How old is Monty Python already?
Oh, it's from the 70s, early 70s, I think.
$1969.
Well, close. I said
Wow.
early 70s.
As old as the moon landing. And much more entertaining, by the way. He says no, that the answer is African or European. Yeah. You need to brush up on your Monty Python, and the correct answer was African or. I realized that after Derek posted that. Thank you very much, Godzilla. Sorry. I think I watched Monty Python once when I was very young. All I can really remember from it was when they were cutting, like they showed all the time with the cutting the arm off and the leg. And it says, "Come back, face me, you coward." That's practically all I know still about Monty Python. I actually used to go watch up on it again. Tony Whitcomb, 2 questions. One, how much for the green screen? 2, will you go in the same place? I already got my green screen, mate. I'm going to be getting I'm not gonna buy a frame for it. I don't see the need for that. So I'm going to be getting some PVC piping and stuff, probably this weekend or tomorrow, hopefully. And I want to build myself the green screen scaffolding. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing ISS stuff on it. I'm gonna be doing Stanley Kubrick's things as well, some VFX things from different movies and stuff, which I'm really looking forward to, because people think, oh, there was no CGI in those days, so it's impossible to do. But a lot of things were just normal camera effects as well. So I'm looking at doing things like that. Wow, thank you very much, PJ Cruikshank, for your £10 super chat. Godzilla is a blessing. I 100% agree. Godzilla is a huge blessing. Thank you very, very much for your super chat, mate.
No problem.
But I appreciate everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for being here. 1969 was a good year, no doubt. Yeah, probably why people like the word 69. Problem is, though, what else happened in 69? I mean, everything seems to be happening in 69.
Yeah. It went JFK. What was 69, wasn't it? Or was that 67?
Let's see everything that happened in 1969. 50 things that shaped our world in 1969. Okay. Remarkable events. The space race continued, blah, blah, blah. Definitely not worth it. Venera 5 and Venera 6, 2 Soviet spacecraft. Nah. Apollo 11, nah. Richard Nixon is inaugurated as the 37th President of the United States. Pierre Trudeau is the Prime Minister of Canada. He was the father of current Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. On February 13th, the Front de Liberation de Quebec, whatever, FLQ terrorists bombed the Montreal Stock Exchange. French is made equal to English throughout the Canadian national government. Thank you, Expose Antarctica. Welcome. Thank you for coming. $10 super chat. Really, really appreciate it. He says Flatway needs his own South African TV show. What? Thank you for the super chat. What South African? A South African TV show. But what will I do on the South African? I don't even watch TV, to be honest, guys. You know that. I don't know when last I did watch TV. But thank you for the super chat. And then Alan Norshand, and also $5 super chat. Go Godzilla. I think his name is Godzilla. But thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Really, really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, Quinlan. Yeah, I know. I just realised JFK was 1963, not 69. I don't know why I said that. I actually thought I was out by 2 years in saying it was 67, but no, I was out by a long way. Yeah, I kind of knew that. It went out of my head.
Hey, Nick Volt, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. And then it says in August, Woodstock attracts more than 350,000 rock and roll fans onto a farm in upstate New York. Wow. 250,000 protesters march on Washington against the Vietnam War. Hurricane Camille hits the Mississippi coast, killing 248 people. Project Blue Rock. United States Air Force investigate into unidentified flying objects. Your ability to read this article is courtesy of Ibrahim. Okay. The Montreal Expos baseball team debuted in April 1969. The Expo were for the first Major League Baseball team to be founded outside the U.S. They won their first game against the New York Mets in 2004. Wow. Sesame Street. Really? Debuts in National Education Television. 1969. Wow.
Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Wow.
On February 9th, the first Boeing 747 jumbo jet takes off from Boeing Field. Dr. Denton Cooley implants the first temporary artificial heart. On August 21st, Donald and Doris Fisher opened the first Gap store in San Francisco. The Beatles record Abbey Road, their final album, together. Wow. The novel The Godfather and Mario Bros are the first distributor bookstores. Where's Neil now? Neil loves The Godfather. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is released. Can't believe it. There's so much actually that happened in 69, eh? It's crazy.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Wow. I used to watch that with my dad. That was probably one of his favourite cowboy type things.
No, the old show I used to love is Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, yeah.
That was
I think my dad would have watched. I remember Little House on the Prairie. I remember that.
Awesome.
Michael Landon, wasn't it? My dad liked High Chaparral and Bonanza and stuff.
Yeah.
He liked spaghetti westerns though as well, like food and stuff.
In sports, the Montreal Canadiens defeat the St. Louis Blues. UCLA wins for the third consecutive by defeating Purdue University. On September 26th, San Francisco Giant Willie Mays of the San Francisco Giants became the first MLB player since Babe Ruth. Wow. The New York Mets defeat the Baltimore Orioles. Brazilian soccer players Edison Antero do Nascimento, also known as Pele, scores his 1,000th goal. Crazy.
Pele, one of the best footballers ever.
Yeah, fun fact. With like my dad, he actually was a professional goalkeeper.
Okay.
For Pirates before they became Pirates, they were still Lusitanos. Yeah, there was their goalkeeper.
Football.
Soccer, yeah. Well, what do you guys call it there? Football or soccer?
Football. It's football. Just for the Americans now, yeah.
America calls it soccer. We call it soccer, but you guys call it football.
And it's mad that American football is called football when they hardly use their feet.
Exactly. Lumpy says, I wasn't alive in 69. I only have an egg. I was only an egg.
I was still in two parts then. Partly with my mum and partly with my
dad. Cost of living in 1969. That's really interesting. Year end close to the Dow Jones Industrial average 800. Average cost of new houses, $15,550. Wow. Average income per year, $8,550. Average monthly rent, $135. Average cost of a new car, $3,270. Cost of a gallon of gas, 35 cents. Imagine you had those prices today, guys.
Mm.
Be crazy.
Mm. And Nick Vaughan, I don't think Dave Grohl's that old. I think he's about 54, isn't he? Maybe a 57
Well,
at
he's
the most.
here. He's here. It says here. Celebrities born in 1969. Christy Turlington, American model, January 2nd. Dave Grohl, American rock
Oh,
drummer and composer, January the 14th. So, yeah, can you believe it? Mo Rocca, American humorist, journalist, and actor. Jennifer Aniston, actress. What? 1969, Jennifer Aniston. Didn't know that.
yeah, so what, they're 54?
Yeah,
Yeah.
still looks
Oh,
good for her age, eh?
yeah, definitely.
Crazy.
Absolutely. Dave
Brad,
Grohl, though, he was brilliant. I liked him in Nirvana and I like him in Foo Fighters, obviously.
it's crazy. Patrick Roach, Canadian actor. Mariah Carey, also, I didn't know that. Paul Rudd, oh yeah, definitely. Paul Rudd's awesome. Siri
You ain't that
Levy,
on the mix, surely.
Ice Cube. I didn't know Ice Cube was that old. Cree Summer, Joe what Sakic, Canadian hockey player, I don't know. Anne Marie DeLuise, Donnie Wahlberg, Tyler Perry, Gwen Stefani as well. Brett Favre,
Mhm.
Sean Combs, and Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey, okay.
McConaughey, okay. That
Yeah, McConaughey, I mean, I suppose he's still doing all right, but he does look older in the face now, Matthew McConaughey.
yeah,
The likes of Keanu Reeves and Paul Rudd, they still look quite young, and they're in their 50s. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not going to say Tom Cruise because he's like 60, but he's had a lot of work done, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think Mariah Carey was so old.
It's because it just seems like yesterday they were in their 20s, 30s, in the
Yeah,
90s, in a way, you know?
it's crazy. But it shows you how
Because the
quick
90s
time goes past though.
it does. Since I mean, after I turned 18, I think that was it. It just everything just flew in.
Yeah. But that's true factuality. 1969 was the year actually the entire world was successfully indoctrinated.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
I actually want to do a documentary. I still want to do the one on Craig with his ordeal that he did, going to jail and everything. But
uh-huh.
I want to do a documentary on the Apollo 13.
Right. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping I get time for that because I mean I'm still trying to write a book as well.
Mm,
Just don't really get time. That's the issue. I
that's
mean,
it. Well, you work a lot on that, don't you?
yeah, I
And
mean, got working late most of the times, and then I mean I still want to spend time with my family as well. So it
cool.
makes it difficult. But yeah, I definitely want by the end of the year I want to be finished with my book at least.
Yeah, fantastic. That'd be cool. I
Because
would read it.
I got two books I actually want to write. So yeah, looking forward to that. So yeah, guys.
Do you are they like fictional books or are they about like
Not flat
biographies
Earth.
or?
No, Black Flat Earth.
Oh, that's not Earth. Okay, cool, cool,
Flat Earth
cool.
book, guys. I think there needs to be more flat Earth literature out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. And
I mean,
breakdancing was Olympic sport.
I think that you have like old religions and stuff like that, and old cultures and stuff. You have their ideas and of what it was like flat the cosmology and that, but you don't have. You might have pictures of it, but you don't have like illustrations, but you don't have literature, like you say. Not
Yeah.
a lot, and not a lot.
I mean, most of the things that just go around is like zetetic astronomy and all that. You know that stuff.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So we all get just bundled up into those same books.
That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Yeah, it'll just say like it'll be textbook, won't it? It'll just say this is what the world is. It's actually a globe, and this is what it used to be thought as. It's an archaic idea, that kind of thing. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's what it says.
exactly.
Mm.
Oh. So, is there any other questions, guys? There has to be something. But it was still a good stream. I have to say it was. I mean, I'm enjoying the stream.
Mm.
Well, guys, Nathan Oakley has his premiere right now, so if we are going to finish out, you guys can go over there if you really want to. Shout out Nathan Oakley.
Breakdancing was an Olympic sport. I didn't know that. I used to love breakdancing when I was a youngster. And I've cracked my ribs a few times breakdancing.
This is actually a big thing happening now. Did you see this with Mr. Beast? With Chris, one of his closest friends. He's turned out to become trans now.
Oh, you're kidding.
So a lot of people are actually sort of trying to boycott now and say they're not going to watch Mr. Beast videos anymore.
Well,
I think on one hand it's bad because now he is kind of promoting transgenderism to be fine, which is not correct. It's not right. I mean, based on our values and stuff, it's not correct.
That's it. It's a shame as well because Mr. Beast, he used to be a believer, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the thing. He used to be a Christian believer, and then when he started getting successful, he all of a sudden, he doesn't post. Now he doesn't really believe the Bible or anything, which is sad. So it tells you what has become his God.
Yeah.
My favorite car. Wow. If you know me, my favorite car I've always wanted since I was a child, a Subaru Impreza WRX STI. I don't know. I'll even have that more than a Ferrari. Let's put it that way. It's just the sound of those box engines, like but it has to be a 2001 Hawkeye, no 2007 Hawkeye. But yeah.
I don't drive yet, but I mean, I want to. But I've always liked the idea of a Skyline, Nissan Skyline.
Godzilla, Subaru WX, I hope. My favorite. Yep. I'm a Subaru person through and through. Ask my wife if we if we drive past Subaru, I open the windows. Hey Hammer, how's it going, mate? Good to see you.
Hey guys, what's going on? Good to see you.
Yeah, glad you can make it.
Hammer.
So yeah, that's still one of my big boy cars. When I grow up one day, I'll get myself a STI.
Rich made that up about breakdancing. How gullible is PJ?
So yeah. So Hammer,
But it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, nowadays though, you're a professional athlete if you drive cars on an Xbox. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but back to our discussion we're having with Mr. Beast and the problem that they push on people now, because it goes against the values, then you're seen as transphobic, and I disagree with that. There's nobody's actually transphobic. It's just they can't accept that you have a male and you have a female. They can't accept that there's only two genders. So they want to push everybody into a box and say, well, if you don't agree with me identifying as this kind of gender, then you are just being, transphobic towards me, which is it's insanity.
Well, isn't a phobia a fear of something? And to me, it's not a fear. It's just, I don't agree with it. It's not a fear. I'm not scared of trans people.
No, I got nothing against them. I just pray for them and hope they come right before they die one day, because they have to stand before God just like all of us.
Absolutely.
Get judged, and the Bible clearly says it's an abomination.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So that's why I cringe to the bottom of my toes when I see these churches having a gay pastor or whatever, preaching it's fine. It's, like that one, they call it the queer church or whatever. And I saw one the other day where there was a normal, ordinary Christian bloke coming into that church and giving them Bible scriptures where the Bible says it's wrong. And they chased him out of the church.
Ridiculous,
they almost beat him up.
Yeah, what about the pastor who has the what do you call it, the rainbow sash around his neck and that, and he says like he says the Holy Spirit is gay, Jesus is gay, God is gay, and he's a pastor. He's saying that God is gay, Holy Spirit's gay, and you know what I mean? Where'd you get that in scripture? You
Yeah,
know what I
they
mean?
totally misrepresent Bible scripture and they turn it for their agenda.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
these are churches that are legal, that are allowed. It's mental, isn't it?
mm, but I mean, the people shouldn't take it and say we are being hateful towards them. Nobody's hateful towards we. What we don't accept is the sin. It's
Mm.
we got nothing against the person itself. It's the thing they're doing that's wrong. You understand?
That's it.
It brings more destruction than it does good. How many of the, I mean, it's shown how many of the people that's gone full gender change have committed suicide because they feel depressed and stuff. They couldn't deal with the emotional baggage from it.
Mm.
They feel they shouldn't have done it. There's people still alive today that said if they knew what they knew today, they would have never done it.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh,
That's it. A lot of regrets, and there's no comebacks from it. You know.
and the problem is a lot of it is being pushed without parents' knowledge to young children in schools today.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're pushing it under the children without the parents wanting the parents to know. I mean, there's some places where the children can sort of get a how can I say, a medical issue, standard issue without their parents' knowledge to be able to start treatment for it,
Mm.
which is insane.
It's crazy. How can a kid make that decision?
Yeah.
They're not old enough to do anything. How can they? I mean, being given puberty blockers and stuff like that before you're even
Scary.
aged to go through puberty.
And yeah,
It,
a lot of the people that have taken things like that have regretted it later on because then they
yeah.
decided they want children. They've
Hmm.
come right to and that they couldn't anymore.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I mean, it's part of Agenda 30, 20, you know, the 30. They want to sterilize human beings.
Yeah.
They want you
For the
to,
population.
yeah, they want to diminish the population. So it's part of the times, unfortunately.
It's
Mm.
crazy.
But yeah, it's
Terrorize the world.
but everything is opposite these days. When you show love to someone, you're seen as a hater. When you like disgusting to someone, then it's fine. You know, then it's all good. I mean, look how they're trying to legalize pedophilia and child rape now.
Yeah.
Did you guys see they're trying to legalize it in
Yeah.
what, how many states?
I didn't click on that link I seen earlier, but I'm going to. I want to have a look
Crazy.
at that.
I
Yeah.
mean, how sick do you have to be to say, okay, let's legalize pedophilia and child rape?
Mm. Well, it shouldn't even be part of a normal conversation,
Yeah, it's
let
crazy.
alone being talked about legalizing it. I mean, why? Why would I? Oh, it's just hard to think of why it would be part of an everyday thing that would even just. How
Yeah,
did it even come to the point of being part of getting to be a law? You know what I mean? In the law and legalized. It's crazy.
yeah. And now into the break. Now that he gives that that comment, diminish the intelligent people and increase the unintelligent, makes me think of a movie, Idiocracy. Have you watched that
Idiot.
movie?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
If you guys haven't, do go and watch that movie. Where I can't remember the actor's name, but anyway, he got frozen in a time capsule, and when he
Yeah.
woke up, it was like I think it was like a few hundred years later, and everybody on Earth didn't have an IQ. They were like dumb, literally dumb. Even the president of the USA.
Dumbed down. Yeah, it's a proper dumbed down, and the guy got frozen. He wasn't a smart guy. He was probably a like high
A
school
normal
kind of
guy.
dropout, no just a normal, just somebody that's like middle of the road education, probably classed as quite thick, and he was the smartest person in that, and it was yeah, smartest man on earth at the time when he woke up, and yeah, it's crazy film that crazy, but it's interesting, isn't it?
mean, it was a good movie. I think it was
Aye.
yeah, there we go. Idiocracy. It was out in 2006. I can't believe it. Such a long time ago.
Wow.
But yeah, I remember that movie. Well, and that practically explains like what his comment's saying there. So I guess that's the stream. Unless you guys have anything else to talk about.
I'm good.
Hammer, do you have any questions?
Oh, yeah, Hammer.
Mic check, am I coming through?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, before you say something, I just want to say thank you, Godzilla37, for another $5.50 super chat. He says, turns out Idiocracy was not a comedy, it was a documentary. Thank you very much.
That's what Harry just said when we was talking about it. Harry just said that's reality, that's what it's becoming. Yeah, documentary. Man.
Thank you very much for your super chat. And yeah, C Lightning is also saying Mikey Smith, horizontal opposed, is going live after Flatsoid. Yeah, guys, please do go to Mikey's stream.
Yeah, I think I'll check out Mikey.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Hammer. Go again.
Oh, good. I just want to thank you for considering me for a comment. Appreciate it and having me here.
Anytime. Yeah, guys. What time is your show tonight, Hammer? You gonna have one tonight?
That's a good question. I'll consider that. Typically, I do it on like Friday, but I don't know. You feeling a show, Paul? He on mute right now. Yeah, I wasn't planning on one, but maybe we could throw an impromptu one together. I don't know.
We don't know me.
Yeah.
What was that?
Wrapping computer components, so I'm not really following along, I'm afraid.
You're building your computer. My bad.
See, Mikey Smith's already live. Oh, I still got it like on slow. I love his binoculars in the background.
You've seen the size of his new binoculars, man. They're huge. Yeah. They are massive, man.
Yeah. Pleasure, guys. So yeah, I think I'm gonna probably end here. If you guys want to, you can go over to Mikey, and Hammer. If you guys do have a show, you're probably gonna be off the Mikey then, correct? If you do have a show.
Oh yeah, probably. Is he going on right now?
Yeah, he's live at the moment.
He's live right now.
Yeah, it'll probably be after that for sure.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to say thank you to everybody for coming. I enjoyed the stream. I think it was a good stream. It was awesome to have actual good sound.
Yeah, you sound like a radio presenter now, dude.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys all for coming. I really, really appreciate it. Tonight was actually a very good stream. I feel really blessed to have you guys here. I mean, I don't know how much more I can just say thank you for all the support you guys give and for everything you guys do. Very, very appreciate it. I mean, without you guys, there wouldn't be a show. So I have to, out of the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you to you guys. And yeah, I try to be as transparent as I can. And I am all for truth. So I'm probably going to step on some people's toes, but that's part of it, I guess.
True. Oh, the Adam Meekin.
Oh, Adam's in.
Yeah.
Are you saying we're going to carry on with the stream of it?
It depends on what Adam's got to say.
Have I found my way in?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you're actually in. Can you believe it? How's it going, Adam?
I'll tell you what. Oh, what a tangled web LVA Paul weave.
There's a lot
I've been clicking buttons on this bloody element thing.
Very straightforward, actually. Thank you.
But the thing is, there's a lot of channels on here, though.
Tons of them.
There's so many rooms.
Just a couple.
Yeah, says the master of the Matrix. Evening, gents.
It's good to have you in.
I'm guessing I joined at exactly the wrong time.
Yeah, as soon as I was saying bye.
4 more hours then. 4 more hours.
Nice.
So I missed everything. I was just trying to find my way by an element because, like, Paul is the exponent of this, so I'm trying to get to grips with it.
He's the architect of the Matrix.
Well, Adam, to be fair, we didn't have one baller come on and give any questions.
No.
And they're the ones that voted in Q&A evening.
And they couldn't conjure up a question between them.
Nope.
No. We had to ask ourselves questions.
I mean, we ask questions like steak or fish, or what's your favorite color?
Well, I mean, one of the ballers is Duper Poon, so it's not really surprising that he hasn't got much to say.
That's the truth.
He's famous now, isn't he, Duba? Funny.
Is he the guy that's been saying funny things in Nathan's chat?
Yes.
Yeah, same guy.
He'll be. Yeah.
Makes you smile. Feel a little superior.
Yeah, if you can see a room, Adam, called Numpkins in Chats, there's quite a lot of his quotes in there.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to quickly end the stream, and then I think we can still talk for 5 minutes if you guys want to.
Cool.
Sure. Okay, so I just want to say thank you all for coming. Really, really appreciate you guys. Many, many blessings. You guys rock. Yeah, hopefully Adam will come earlier next time.
I've never heard my wife say that.
I would hope so. Yeah, see you guys all tomorrow night. Yeah, many, many blessings. May the pressure be with you. See you guys tomorrow. Cheers.